Got some new pins, y'all. Got some new pins. Give me a second. My tea is warming up right now because my voice has gotten no better. So I need to low down this music. And if you guys can hear my air conditioner and it's too loud, you can let me know. And I'll just turn on one of the smaller fans, but it's real hot in here. And so, I'm gonna get my lemonade too. So I'm gonna like drink my tea and my lemonade. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in here on fire. Ugh. I know I heard it beep, but how are you guys doing today? So what I'm gonna start doing, because I'm trying to figure exactly how I want to go about running my YouTube channel. Since I'm like, okay, this is something that I think I'm gonna continue. I enjoy it. I enjoy you guys. You guys are amazing. I was very nervous when I first started. Yes, I was. But with our family and how we're all like there for each other, I completely love it. Love it. Like, I see some other channels and I'm like, oh, I hope that doesn't happen to me, you know? I need to get a bigger pen holder. Like, I swear I got all these pens and none of them work. When I go to write with it, there's no point. So I'm gonna open these. I'm gonna go grab my tea. But what we're talking about today, a baby girl, T. Floyd, and I don't know if you guys remember this story, but I'm gonna get you guys caught up on it. We're gonna watch a couple of clips. Yeah, I mean that's about it. So as long as you guys can hear me clearly, just let me know. I'm trying to use this mouse for this, I swear. Let me know that you guys can hear me. Let me see some pandas in the building. Oh, and I got a new panda. I got the one that I showed you guys last time. And why won't this let me see what you guys are seeing right now? Go to my channel so I can see who's all in the building. I was supposed to come on at 5:30, but things happened and, I wasn't, but I'm here now. So you guys, I think it says you guys can hear me. I'm going to go grab my tea and then we're going to talk a little bit. I don't see where it says you guys can hear me, but I think you guys can hear me. So this is about a young lady named Royalty. Floyd. I mean, I don't understand how people could do half of the things that you can do. So let me put this up there so everyone knows when they come in. So this is going to be like my throwback Thursdays. On Thursdays. So I was thinking, let me put it up here so you guys can see. Save. Sorry, I'm gonna go grab my tea real quick while I see you guys coming in the building. And yes, this is about Royalty Floyd, and we will get into that. Let me just go grab it real quick. So, give me a second. I got the same tea from the other day, just so I could be sure I wasn't drinking. What was that stuff called? I thought it was just chamomile, but what was it? It was for like sleepy time, for sinuses, and kind of like, I guess, the effects of what's this? NyQuil. So music off. Okay. So let me know if you guys can hear my air condition. If you guys can, I'll just turn it off and just leave it on the fan, and I'll just go through it. The first thing I want to do is I want to show you guys an article, and it's of this beautiful baby girl. I mean, you think, this is why I said you can't even trust your family sometimes. You think your child will be safe with their grandparents, with a sister, with a brother, with a husband, a boyfriend, fiance, whatever. But at the end of the day, none of that is true. And some babies aren't even safe with their own mothers that carried them for however many months. I mean, I did a 7-monther, 6.5-ish month, and I was like, yo, is my air conditioned too? I feel like my air conditioner is really loud. Let me at least put it on low. Oh, there we go. It doesn't sound that loud. So let me just say hello to everybody in the building, and then I'll get to tell you guys, what I'm thinking I'm going to be doing with my channel. I know I still don't have my legit schedule till, I think they're going to give it to me a couple days before the 18th of October, because that's when we start. Then I'll be able to say, okay, this is my time. This is, it. So we're starting a bit late today. So let me see. Hey, Duke's in the building. Always can on Miss Duke's. Shay as well. Hey, Shay. Josh Star, my girl, same city. Jeanette. Marta, hola. Let's see. You knew, always in the building. All right. So, and for those of you guys that are in the background, in the bushes, hello to you too. So first things first is I'm going to give out my ticket to the first person I see in chat, and that is Dukes. I find it easier to do this as I go rather than to write it down and then go look after it, because I could pretty much tell within a certain period of time who's been following what. Because, some people just like to say, hey, and then you don't see them the rest of the chat. And I don't think that's fair. So while I was out today, I was like looking at different things I can get, but I'm like, I'm kind of want to know, because when I pick on the 22nd of each month, I'm going to have to look through and see what date was the person subscribed and if they're following my IG. So make sure you're subscribed, because I would hate, I can go on my computer and I can see, it gives me an email anytime anyone subscribes. So I'll know if you're not subscribed by then. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. You just won't be a winner. What color are we going to use today, guys? We have lime green, yellow, regular black. That's going to be boring. Red, turquoise, pink, or blue. Let me see if I could cue up the first part of it. Yeah, I wanted to read this first. I'm not quite sure where this is from, but it's not like, I don't think, it's not like what is it called? It's a news station, but I don't think it's one that I'm really familiar with. Maybe you guys are. So I'm going to start with that one reading. So lemonade and popcorn. Yes. You guys know I have my lemonade and popcorn. I always have my lemonade, but now I have to incorporate it with tea, and it's hot in here. It's going to make me hot. I think for baby girl, we're going to go with pink. Yeah. I think we decided. Or should we go red because my lips? No, we're going to go pink. Pink for baby girl. So this goes to, hey, Rhea, how are you? I didn't see you. You just slipped on in. So it was Dukes, right? Yeah, Dukes. Today is the 30th of September. And we have Dukes. So yeah. So with the giveaway stuff, it's just gonna be a little something here and there. I know one of them for sure is gonna be the $25 gift card. For the raffle, it's the $100 gift card, or I don't know. Some say it's easier to do Cash App, but then some people tell me that there's a like people can scam you. I'm not saying you guys are gonna scam me or anything like that, but they say that it's like when you go back and forth through money, it does something. I don't know. So let me show you guys something first, and then we'll have open panel. My mind's all over the place because of the interview tomorrow with Castro. I've been writing out some questions I kind of want to ask him. Pretty much, I'm just going to let him talk. I mean, it's sad that people get so crazy with when they drive. I mean, I can't say anything because sometimes I get a little upset, but it is what it is. And I do have a second YouTube page. I'm going to put it up here so that you guys will be able to see it. Just follow it just in case, because I mean, YouTube gets mad at like the smallest things, and I don't know. I don't really want to deal with that. And then like I have no way to tell you guys. So I'm going to put my other I'm going to add it to this one. No, I'm going to give it its own caption. You guys can see I'm all over the place right now. Hold on, let me put it up here. Oops. You have my other YouTube, Shay, or you new? You guys probably don't, because I like literally I did it not too long ago. Why can't I spell right now? What's going on? F-O-W. My second YOUTE at. It's pretty much the same. NAOMI. You guys find me. It's a space CHYNA. E. And then it's ×2. I think that's it. I'm gonna put it up here, and then if one of the mods can like check it and make sure I wrote it correctly. I hope I did. So here's my second YouTube channel. Follow. Oh, see, I did it wrong. I put and in there. Let me fix that. Because once it starts writing, it doesn't let you see the whole thing. Follow my second. That's what I wanted to write. Second. Oh, I see what I did. Second YouTube channel. Thank you guys for being patient with me. You guys know I've been having the roughest time. I think I'm getting better at this. It's fun talking to you guys, getting, your feedback on different things. Look, again, I messed up. Because the thing is so small. Let's see. Let's erase this little A, and then let's see. We should be good this time. Are we good? Are we good? Okay, what am I doing wrong? I got a text message. What does this mean? Write what this means. I don't know what that means. I just see a picture. I don't know what that means. So this is my second YouTube channel. Go and follow it. It really only has like one video on it because I just got it started. But I'm going to probably use that one to show things I do on the outside of just us conversating like this. Or I may use it as the game channel because I kind of want to make this one be only about news and, commentary on different things. And that one can be more of a, let's have fun. Let's play. So to get started, should I show you guys the video? Where's the video? I think this is the video. I'm going to read this to you guys really quickly. Share my screen. Let's see. And if you guys have heard of this story, throw some ones in the chat really quickly. And if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Let's see. Where's it at? So you guys can see it. Okay, so this is on Clarion Ledger. Pretty Little Baby, what really happened inside Shaw home where royalty died in an oven? Okay, guys, I was upset when I first heard of this and I just couldn't understand it. So let's read. Remember that time I let it read for me? That way my voice won't like die on me. Let's see if I can do that this time. What did I do last time? I did like voice share or something, huh? Maybe it's telling me not to do that. So I'll just read it. So it says, hello. Did it go to something else? See, this is what I'm saying. There we go. A week before she was found dead in a hot oven, Royalty Floyd's toys and belongings were on the curb, left for trash. One by one, a high chair, car seat, and a box of diapers were picked off, taken by people who were passing by. And this is a week before she was found dead in the oven. I mean, I don't get that part. Here we go with the voice. Then Royalty's body was discovered. Neighbors said they smelled her burning. Her grandmother, Carolyn Jones, is in a local jail in Bolivar County, charged with murder and the 20-month-old's death. Look at this little girl, guys. Look at her. Just gorgeous. And like I'm saying, this one is from back in, I believe this is 2019. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. She's in a modified cell and will likely undergo mental evaluation. The toddler was stabbed repeatedly and placed in an oven. It's too soon to tell how long she was in the oven before being found by her great uncle. Her tiny body was burned beyond recognition. And this right here is Carolyn Jones, the grandmother. The house now sits empty, but Royalty's toys remain. A discarded teddy bear and a rocking horse and a hot pink ride-on toy, my voice, with purple wheels filled a large plastic trash can at the property's edge, thrown out with chip bags and crumbled soda cans. No one says much about Rose's life. Her mother, Veronica Jones, was working and living in Memphis after Royalty's death. She made a Facebook calling her daughter the best thing that ever happened to me. The page has since been deleted. A GoFundMe page has started to pay for funeral costs, is closed, and funeral costs is closed. The child's father isn't mentioned. Let me drink some tea because my voice is really starting to hurt now. That was cold. It's been sitting there. Here it says, neighbors rarely saw Royalty. She and her grandmother went to church, but no one is really sure which one. What little information law enforcement has describes the 20-month-old as vibrant. Support local journalists. Your story is our story. Bolivar County Sheriff Kelvin Smith, who went to the scene that night, describes Royalty as a pretty little baby, a pretty little girl. So right here is a picture of the house. Can I click on that? Well, here's a picture of the house, and then you can see the trike. You can see all the trash. So I'm wondering, why was her stuff set out a week before her body was even discovered? Underneath the picture says, Royalty Floyd 2. We're still sticking in that same age range. 2, 3, 4 here and there, but it's always like 3 and below. I don't understand. Died inside of a heated oven inside of her home in Shaw, Mississippi. Her grandmother, Carolyn Jones, is accused of stabbing the toddler and placing her inside an oven. Guys, after her great uncle discovered her body in the oven, neighbors gathered around outside as law enforcement taped off the house. There was no effort made to, what is this? Resuscitate Royalty, according to Deputy Coroner Murray Rohr. It was too late. Royalty died from sharp stab wounds and inhaling the heated air, according to the preliminary coroner's report. The Bolivar commercial report, the coroner's report, the Bolivar commercial reported. As of Wednesday, her body was still at the state crime laboratory. Now, like I said, guys, this happened a while ago. So it's not like, this year or anything. I believe it's 2019, like close to this month. I'm going to look again. When Sheriff Williams arrived at the scene that night, he said the first noticed. Wait a minute, I'm getting. When Williams arrived on scene that night, he said he first notices Jones's demeanor. She was sitting in the back of the car, just had this stare, he said. To look at the child's grandmother and see the blank stare, man, I can't imagine what was going through her mind to do something like that. Williams then asked about Royalty. His deputy stopped him from going inside the house, saying, "Sheriff, you don't want to see that." And I believe this is the video right here on the side. I'm going to let play. My voice. Williams insisted on looking at photos, talking about the stark contrast between the photos he saw from that night and the photo of Royalty recirculating on social media makes him emotional. In the undated social media photo, the child is staring at the camera, her big brown eyes transfixed, a pink hat slightly askewed on her head. A lot of times we don't process things right away in law enforcement, Williams said. It takes us a little while to deal with it. Then when it does hit us, it hits us like a Mack truck almost. Dang. That's when it hit me. And there's another picture of the home. Let me see if there's more pictures that we can see. It says 6, so let's see. Okay, let's see. So that's 1 of 6. I believe that's the front view of the house. That's also the front view from a different angle. I haven't looked through these guys, so this is the sheriff. This is from across the street. So, I mean, she should have at least been 2 years old, playing outside. Okay, so this is, I think, the car park, or I guess you would say like a garage type deal, but I think garages are considered all the way closed. Side view, pretty much all the same. Okay, so we can get out of here. I want to get and see what you guys are saying and rest my voice because it's already starting to hurt. So that said, a look at the home where the baby was put in the hot oven. Neighbors whispered whispered about what they think went on inside of the house the days before royalty died. They offered bits of information. Some, what does that say? Oh my gosh, somebody tell me what that says. I don't know. I guess I just can't read. I'm going to pronounce it wrong, I know. Says someone, I don't know, about Jones. For the most part, they said Jones kept to herself. Then 2 weeks before royalty died, they said Jones ran out of the house screaming. 2 water moccasins were inside of her home. Water moccasins, are those snakes? Like snake type things? You guys let me know in the chat. I don't know. A neighbor killed them with a hoe, chopping off their head. So is that like a snake type thing? A water moccasin? Someone tell me, please, in the chat. I hope you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? I hope you guys can. So, okay, chopping off their heads. Law enforcement said that was the only interaction they had ever had with Jones or royalty. A week later, royalty's belongings were on the curb. I feel like they're saying the same thing over and over, but okay. While one end of the street is lively with people yelling, laughing, and going back and forth, the other end where Jones lived was quiet. Situated on a corner lot on the back loop of Martin Luther King Drive. You know what? Everyone says this. Anywhere in any like state or community where it's the street is Martin Luther King, it's most likely an area where there's like lower income, poverty, normally in a Black neighborhood. I don't think there's any higher like class areas with the name Martin Luther King Drive, Martin Luther King Way. If you guys know of an area, just comment below, because I see that in a lot of states that I go to, that MLK is normally considered the ghetto, the Black side, less fortunate side, whatever the case may be. And I wonder if it's like that in other countries. Let me know. Jones had one immediate neighbor, oh my voice, knocks on the door, go unanswered. An abandoned truck sits in the driveway directly across the street. Broken glass and splintered wood littered the concrete around the raving house. The raving house. Police tape is still tied to the fence. Pieces of it lie in the street. So, okay, that's it. I want to play this video, though. I'm going to bounce back over to you guys so I don't have to speak that much. I need to drink some of this tea. And it needs to be warmer. So let's see what you guys are saying down here. And I mean, if you guys want to hop up here, go ahead. I'm going to play the video in a sec, because I need someone to save me, because my voice is, I'm trying to keep it good, but I really want it to be, okay for tomorrow, that Mr. Castro can understand me. Because, man, I really feel for him in that story. It's just sad and unfortunate. I mean, this story as well. So there goes the link if you guys want to. I'm going to bounce over to your comments and see who else is in. We have Rhea, I said hello to. T. Williams, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Fun to be blonde. Hello there. We got Dukes, Jeanette. Yes, okay. Familiar faces. Bree Love, I see you in the building. That's true. Like, it's like that here in Houston. Okay, and in California, where I am in San Diego, our Martin Luther King library and area, it's like that too. So I wonder if that's like purposely done, or I don't know. We just kind of, not we, but you know what I'm saying. So let me go ahead and tell you guys, because I know I'm going to forget all the basics. Please hit that thumbs up when you come into the building. It's just like saying, hey, I'm here. Even if you're in the bushes, it costs nothing, but it really helps and supports the channel. If you haven't already done that, do it now. Go hit that subscribe button, because with the giveaway and the raffle, that's going to be needed to actually claim your prize. Also, with that, let me put it up here. So this is what I think I'm going to stick to with the raffle. $5 gets you 2 tickets. $20 gets you 10 tickets. That's just how it's going to be across the board, unless there's something special going on and I'm giving more tickets out. And then for those of you guys that don't know, the giveaway is just the first person to say hello in the chat. And then the rest of the 5 I will give to the first 5 people that are active in the chat, conversating, speaking their mind. There's nothing you can say in here really to get you in trouble, kicked out, or anything like that, unless it's very disrespectful. We respect everyone's opinion and points of view. So just to make that clear. And like I said, here's my second channel. I'm going to just toss it up here in the one where it has all of my information. I'm going to put it in that same, what is it called? Banner. Sorry, guys. So that I'm going to add it into this banner right here. So that way, if anything happens, I'll have that second channel, because for some reason, even for news clips, they're getting mad. So if Shay or you new can go get that link and put it in the chat, so it'll be easier for everyone to find, and it'll also let me know if I'm putting in the right information. Channel is, you have to put at when you do your YouTube channel, or do people just know? You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for bearing with me and my voice. To second channel. Oops, I put that backwards. Second YouTube channel. Bear with me. And normally I would have had all this done, but I had to go drop my son off at his grandparents. He didn't have a good day today at school, and he was just having a hard time, and I knew he wasn't going to be able to do his work if I was on here. So he went to his grandparents so he can chill for a little bit, because I don't know what it is, but I don't want to say, nothing's wrong, nothing's happening, because he keeps saying, he doesn't like his school. He says it's not fun. He says his teacher's mean to him. And I don't know. I don't know if it's just his little personality, because I know he has a strong personality, or if something's really going on. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of an investigation on that, because I just want to make sure he's taken care of at the end of the day. Okay, you see how that doesn't look too great? I think I'm just going to put second YouTube, and you guys should know what that means. And yes, it's taken me an hour to get through this story, but I love all of you guys. Today was just a hectic day. So just to let it be known, on Thursdays, it's going to be my throwback, like a story from before. And even if there are any updates, because I've seen some things that they say there's an update, but I think it's information that we all have heard if we've heard of the story. So there it goes right there. That is my Instagram. That's the easiest way to find out what's going on. There's my email. There's my second YouTube channel. It's Naomi China D ×2. My Cash App is down there. It's Naomi China D. That's how you get tickets. You can donate any amount you want, from $1 to $10 to $20 to whatever you can afford. My mods will be putting in this information right here. So for $5, you get 2 tickets, and then for $20, you get 10 tickets. The giveaway, though, which has nothing to do with this, but you'd still have to be subscribed. I'm just putting it out here because I always forget. Is going to be, we're going to do the drawing on the 22nd. You have to be subscribed and on my IG by the 22nd. Because if I go look at it, then you kind of don't qualify. Then I'm going to announce the winner on October 31st, which is Halloween. So you got to be here to win it. If you're not in the building, I'll just move on to the next person. So they're two different things, guys. So let me know, you guys, if that sends you. Oh, I thought I sent the link for you guys to hop up. No one be scared. No one be scared. Naomi, can you put the link of the channel in the chat? I don't know how to do that, and that's why I was asking you guys. Maybe it's the one you just put in, but the one that I put in up there is so anybody can hop on the panel. Everybody has their own, opinion on things, but I think something was really going on with this grandma. So let me go ahead and turn my screen back on. Hopefully you guys can see that and hear it. So here goes I hope it's the same one. Let me just go back and go for it just to make sure it's the same one and you can hear him speaking. Yes. Or here's another one. Because I think that one that we were I'm here, and this is also on it. This is Channel News 3. So here we go. Let's press play. Make sure it's not on.
Judge, jury, and prosecutor. I'm about to put that in the Lord's hand.
John Floyd has spent every day since October 15th thinking about his precious baby girl. Floyd is the father of 20-month-old Royalty Marie Floyd, a beautiful and innocent little girl, brutally murdered 4 months ago in Shaw, Mississippi. Bolivar County Sheriff's deputies say Royalty was repeatedly stabbed and put in a hot oven alive. The baby's grandmother, Carolyn Jones, is now charged with her murder.
I was on the job. Really working, everyday person. I received a phone call, and I was told that Royalty was no longer with us.
That phone call was from Royalty's grandfather.
I was thinking maybe she was with her aunt, uncle, or something like that. Probably they just didn't bring her home. But as the phone call progressed, or the conversation progressed, I came to terms that she was deceased.
Look at her face, guys.
I was told that the grandmama stabbed her.
That was the moment Floyd's life changed forever. He couldn't wrap his mind around what he was hearing.
When I was told that she was gone, I wasn't trying to hear nothing nobody else had to say. I was mad, pissed off, when they get revenge.
This small house on Martin Luther King Drive hosts the chilling secrets leading up to Royalty's murder. The house is located less than a mile from the police department. According to investigators, it wasn't until Jones' twin brother asked about the toddler that the grandmother told him she was in the oven. Police say Jones' brother drove to the Shaw Police Department.
Wow. So she just blatantly said it. I remember bits and pieces of this, but wow. You asked for the baby and you're like, oh, she's in the oven? Guys, come on now. You guys know this is horrible. Can I make this bigger? I don't know what's going on with this.
Department for help. According to the police chief, when the officer arrived, the stove was sideways, with a countertop blocking the oven door. The stove was turned on. Royalty was still inside. Her body so badly burned, she had to have a closed casket at her funeral.
The casket, I just, knowing she's in it and stuff, but I can't see her.
Floyd thinks about his...
Wait, what? Like, oh my gosh, this lady has to be sick. So you're telling me, oh my gosh, that just gives me so many different images of like the baby trying to get out. And so she puts it sideways so you can't get into the oven. Is that deep? Something's going on. Something, I don't remember the details that clearly, but I sure, oh my God.
Baby girl every day. He remembers the moment he first laid eyes on her.
In the beginning, she was looking more like her mama. And then I started to look at her little cheekbones and stuff, and I was like, no, that's me. That's all me right there. I'll hold her and stuff, and I mean, she didn't cry, none of that stuff. I played with her.
Floyd says he first met Carolyn Jones, Royalty's grandmother, when the baby was born. He says she was like your average grandmother.
I mean, she's warm, friendly. To me, I still didn't think, you never thought she'd have done something like this. But at the same time, though, I want to say, it's really hard to predict somebody what they will and won't do until they do it.
Floyd says after Royalty was born, Jones volunteered to babysit so Royalty's mother could return to work.
We seen.
Wait. So she volunteered to babysit this baby. It wasn't like her mom was just like, can you please watch me? I can't. And the grandmother, not really wanting to, but do it for their child. She asked to man.
On the news previously where, kids were being left behind by the daycare center, found in a van, left at a park. I mean, it was just like months previously before she had a baby. And we decided not to go with a daycare.
When asked if Jones had any mental issues, Floyd had this to say.
I have heard something about a medication. Don't know what it was. I'm not going to, I can't sit here and tell you, that there was a mental problem or anything like that.
Royalty's mother declined our request for an interview, but posted this message to her Facebook page.
I wonder if they're going to read it, or am I going to have to pause it?
Just one day after Royalty's murder.
I'm going to go back
I'm
to
being
it.
told that my mother stabbed my daughter and baked her in the oven. But my mother loved my daughter. She always treated Royalty like royalty. And everybody that knows us knows that.
Okay, so it first starts off. Can I get this off here? What is all of this? Like, I swear it's doing it so I can go to something else. I knew it. It's only doing it so I can go to something else. Trying to distract me. We're going to go back to that same area. I want to read what the mother posted, because I couldn't really find anything of what the mom was saying about this. And the dad, a lot more. When I was looking into this, the dad spoke out like a lot more. So let me see. Let's start from here.
That there was a mental problem or anything like that.
Royalty's mother declined our request for an interview, but posted this message to her Facebook page just one day after Royalty's murder. I'm being told that my mother's...
Okay, so she says, can this come off here? Get it off. Why? You know what? I don't know why they have their page set up like this, but it's not nice.
Judge, jury, and prosecutor. I'm about to put that in Lord's hand.
John Floyd has spent every day since October. Has spent every day since October 15th thinking about his precious baby girl. Floyd is the father of 20-month-old Rory Floyd, a beautiful and innocent little girl.
Take me back.
I heard something about a medication. Don't know what it was. I'm not going to, I can't sit here and tell you, that there was a mental problem or anything like that.
Royalty's mother declined our request for an interview, but posted this message to her Facebook page just one day after Royalty's murder. I'm being told that my mother stabbed my...
So do I need to scroll up? So Royalty Marie Floyd has been the best thing ever. I mean, I think it says to happen to me. Let me close this up. Let's pray. Can we get this out of here? Anyway, I don't want to dwell on that. Tap into me. She's my one and only daughter, first love, the hardest thing that I ever had to go through in my life. My heart was ripped from my chest. I'm being told that my mother stabbed my daughter and baked her in the oven. Oh my God. But my mother loved my daughter. She always treated royalty like, I don't know, something. And they're not going to allow me to freaking read this. Let me see. Let's just continue. But
my daughter and baked her in the oven.
I don't know what the middle
But my
piece
mother
is.
loved my daughter. She always treated royalty like royalty. And everybody that knows us knows that. Painful, still trying to make sense of the murder of her innocent little girl, and a father who just wants answers.
Your daddy miss you and her daddy loves you.
That's sad. And you can't get the mom to say nothing. I mean, very, very minimal. She just, I mean, I can understand you're hurt, but I'm going to come over to you guys. You're hurt, but it's just like, yo, you not only stabbed my baby multiple times, but then you put her in the oven, and then you make sure you put it sideways that, I think at 2 years old, you can kind of push it, you just, oh my God. Let's see, who's going to hop up here? Let me put this in there. Were you guys able to find my link? If not, I'll try to see how I would find it, because I'm not good with that link dropping thing. Let's see. Who do we have in the building? Dukes. Fun to be Vaughn says, Dukes, yes, we have to cover all bases. Sometimes news outlets get frisky about their content. But at the same time, though, it's fair use. It's not like it's something we can publicly go see. So that's what I don't get. So all this that I've been playing, I'm still trying to write down each, source I get my information from, just to put them in the description box, because I don't want any drama, guys. I really don't want it. I'm just trying to open people's eyes and not let some of these situations just go, oh yeah, that baby died and whatever. It seems like when people pass away, people forget about that person. So I don't know. Fun to be blind, yes. Says Veronica, children's lives matter. Hello. Love your username. And you know what? Veronica's a very, very sweet person. And she's not feeling well. So if you guys can toss some prayer hands up for her. And I don't know how much she would like to be said, but she's very, very, very ill and has a beautiful, wonderful heart. So just toss some prayer hands in the chat. Just show her that you guys are here to show her some love. Hey, Jeanette, bring love. Hello, Rhea. Thank you guys for being nice to everybody. Anytime, people say anything about when they come over to the channel, they're like, hey, when I came over there, your people are so nice. They greet you. And I just want it to be that. Like Miranda, I don't know if she's in the building, but she said, I've never been on a platform before. I've never been, but she said she felt comfortable. And I want everybody to feel comfortable, because what I think is not solid gold. I can think something that, is completely off the rails. And then someone can come say something and I'll be like, maybe. I just like to be open-minded so everyone can feel comfortable. Like if someone says something in the chat and you don't agree, you can agree to disagree. We only can go by what we feel. And as long as, I mean, what you're saying is from the heart, it's all love here. Okay, so there is something else I wanted to show you. It was autopsy. Let me see. Okay, this is the mom. Wait, I don't think I'm showing you guys. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Let me go ahead and toss this link that's going to go in right after. Let me see who's going to go in after. Right after Joss saying, hello, Jeanette. Boom. Hopefully that link right there gets you up on panel. Let's discuss this. What do we think happened here? Why do you think her clothes were set out and toys set out on the curb before she was even discovered? They said they smelled something burning, but I mean, I wonder, were the neighbors hearing crying? I mean, was this just a baby that, was, I don't know. I don't know what leads you to stab a child multiple times. And no, that's not enough. No. We're going to act like this is what? Thanksgiving. And put a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful baby inside of an oven. And could you imagine if she was somewhat alive? And some sources said she was. So you can only imagine. Oh my gosh, screaming. We have you new in the building. Hey, you new. How do you feel about this, man? I know it's an older
pissing me off. It's actually pissing me off. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Let me turn off my phone. There we go. Yeah, it's actually pissing me off.
Right. I remember this case. And I was like, you know what? Thursdays, I want it to be throwback Thursdays. Just like any other thing is with Thursdays. And review cases from before.
Right.
So, I can't wait to get my schedule for school. That way I can put everything out and have a, communication with everybody so that we know exactly when we're meeting. So what do you feel about just that first portion? Any of it? Like,
well, first of all, I don't excuse anybody for what the grandma did to this child. I don't. Hold on. There goes my dog barking at my kid.
Lolita Lumpica. Hi, Lola. It's just sad, man. Just crazy. I don't get it. What could be one's thought process to actually commit this type of crime on a baby?
Sorry about that. That was. She had to go to ladies' room. You know how she do. Every time I get on here, she has to go to ladies' room, just like a child.
Little Lolita.
So, I feel like everybody's like saying. I guess they're saying that the grandma is not all there.
Well,
I don't excuse nobody for that.
We haven't seen that part yet. The dad said he's seen some type of medications. He doesn't know really what it was. But I'm thinking that the reason why we don't hear a lot from Veronica Jones, the mother, is it because maybe she feels a little bit guilty? Maybe she knew her mom had some issues, or is she guilty? Is she feeling guilty to leave her? I don't know. Like, because I can't really find, even to this day. And I remember when I was looking at this case way before I was even thinking about coming on YouTube. And I couldn't find too much about Veronica Jones. I just couldn't, it wasn't there. And still I don't find it. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was saying like, okay, so the dad basically said he found some medications. Does he know what the medications it consists of? Like what is in the medication? What kind of medicines that she was possibly taking? Because for her to do what she did to that child, she is crazy.
Okay,
she's definitely crazy. But I don't excuse her for being crazy to do something like that to that child. I'm not excusing her at all. Like, if I
At
went
all.
to, if I was the actually one of the jurors, I would find her guilty as hell. I'm sorry, no matter
Oh
what.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not on that doggone fence on either side. I'm literally on the side that says you're done. Because why would you do something like that to a child?
2 years old.
Yeah.
Any years old at that. Any
Any
years
doesn't,
old.
yeah.
It wouldn't even
Just
matter.
evil.
And then
Evil.
guys in the chat as well. You also can call in if you would like. Let me see, is my YouTube phone on? Yes, it is on. So you can also call in as well. How do you guys, because I'm trying to see how I would take this, okay? She made sure that once this baby was in the oven, it was turned sideways so it couldn't open. Why? Why?
She knew
I
what she
don't
was doing.
chat, comment, call
She
in.
knew
You
what
can
she
call
was
in.
doing. She
My
knew what she
number
was
is
doing.
619-379-1291. Because or either hop up here. I'll put it again. I don't know. But I really want to know, like, what was the purpose in that? What are those called? Oven doors are kind of heavy,
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty heavy. And
Mm-hmm.
so if the baby's already stabbed multiple times,
Right.
the baby's in a lot of pain. Okay. So what makes you go to the extreme of pulling your stove out, putting it sideways? I'm assuming the baby's already in there, so that's why you can't open it.
Right.
And then turning it on to the point where they're saying this baby was burnt. She was
Beyond recognition.
unrecognizable. We have Jeanette joining.
Hey, Jeanette.
Make this make sense, Jeanette.
I can't, because you should be able to trust your children with their grandparents. I can't make sense of it.
I mean, but what is the purpose of like barricading her inside of there?
So
why that? Why?
I guess she wanted to make sure that door closed. I hate to say it, but that's what it sounded like to me. Like she wanted to make sure it closed all the way up.
But the baby at that point is already she stabbed her up.
1 second, right. She's ready to get in.
Okay. She stabbed her up, Jeanette. So what extra does she want? I mean, 2 years old, imagine.
I don't know. Like, to hurt her daughter, I have no idea.
Oh, wow.
Hurt her daughter?
You know what? I didn't even think of that. Maybe her and her daughter were having some type of issues. And then do you think, but then, or did the daughter have something against the dad? I don't know.
There's no kind of motive for something like that I can make sense of other than evil.
Yes. I mean,
like that's
and I know I'm thinking crazy, but I'm like, did she like prepare the baby? Like, how was
I know exactly what you're saying. Like a damn turkey.
Yeah, because she stabbed her up. So I'm like,
I get too.
I hate to put it that way, but that's basically what it is. Like she was a damn meal.
Like, oh my God.
Like a turkey, yeah.
Yeah, like she was a meal.
And then I see Josh says evil. Mm-hmm. And like my mom makes for Thanksgiving, she'll make a pork leg. It's basically like ham, but it's the uncured form, so it tastes a lot different than the ham. So we'll have a turkey, we'll have the pork leg, and then a regular ham. And when my mom makes the pork leg or the turkey, what she does is sorry, my glasses are not trying to go behind my ear. I look crazy. Well, She like pokes holes in it, like, jabs holes in it, and then she has either this like, this syringe thing. If it's not too thick of things she mixed together, she'll put it in there and has a big hole, and she'll shoot the toppings inside for flavor. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, did she do that? Did she do that? The image that I get is just not a nice image, and it's crazy.
And a lot of people watch these movies because mm-hmm. there is a movie about like where the woman puts the child in the oven. Maybe she made it into a reality.
Yeah, I saw that movie, and that was
that was creepy enough, let alone reality of it.
But I mean, even if we said maybe dementia and she didn't know, I don't know. There's nothing to explain that.
She was what? How old? 40, 48? Did it say? Let me see.
But was she on drugs? She's 48. Was she on drugs? There's some drugs that make people bite each other's faces off and stuff.
Wow.
Don't do
You're
drugs.
Talking about salt.
So this case was I keep saying 19. This case was like 2018, I want to say.
I don't know which one, 19. But I've heard of it.
Yeah, they got a sea salt that does that. It's something salt.
That does what?
That chemical that gets people that literally become a damn cannibal.
People have bitten people's faces off and stuff.
It happened in Florida first. Everybody heard about it. It was in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that case, Spice.
The zombie, yes. The salt, yes.
Oh my gosh. Or is it the bath salts?
Bath salt.
I don't know.
Something salt.
Okay, yes. I see right here it says the body of
bath salt.
Baby girl Royalty Marie Floyd was found stabbed and burned to death late Monday. And this post was from October 19th, 2008. So I don't know. Did she think Thanksgiving was coming early? Because I just only get that picture and it just bothers me. Okay. And it says, that she was inside of the oven at the home of the 48-year-old grandmother, Carolyn Jones. So she was 48. So does dementia set in that early?
You have to lose.
I'm about to be that age, and I sometimes forget things.
No, forgetting
I don't think that I would cook my kids or
no. Okay, so forgetting is one thing, but dementia is a whole nother story. I used to take care of a lady who was getting onset dementia.
What's that? Onset dementia?
Onset meaning it's getting worse by the day. Like it just keeps on. It's getting worse and worse. Like it starts off and then it just keeps on. It's like it just keeps on getting worse. And she'll get to the point where she'll forget who her husband was. She'll forget what she's supposed to do. She'll forget to know she didn't know how to use the bathroom. I had to take her to the bathroom and I would let her sit down. And I took care of her. But I wouldn't do that again because it literally ended up messing my shoulder up even more than it already was because she was heavy set. But I wouldn't do it again. Not because I feel like I'm too good to do it, but just doing the picking up, the lifting. On your body. It was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot on me. And she didn't know how to walk to the bathroom by herself. She didn't know how to get in the wheelchair. It was just getting worse and worse by the day. And I was like, I loved her as a person because that's what I do. I'm big-hearted and I loved her as a person. And I really hung out with her. I got her to laugh where other people in the house couldn't even get her to smile, let alone laugh. And they were like, look at Nancy got her laughing. And she would laugh, but she didn't know how to laugh. So her face would be like, her face would always be, she would be smirking, always looking upset. So
did she have a stroke as well?
She just aged into dementia.
Aged into dementia.
Yeah, like she started aging and she had dementia.
Because I said it, I think I've said it before. My grandmother, what's going on with this? My grandmother,
wow.
I don't know what stage it is, but they say she has dementia. And
Mm-hmm.
I know how at first we started noticing is that when she was going to work, she didn't know where she worked. And literally, it's probably 3 miles probably from her house. So she would be driving to her job, and if you go down the main street, there's multiple cul-de-sacs, as you're going
Mm-hmm.
down. And she was in like just the one right over. And she kept saying, no, my job is supposed to be right here. And we're like, well, because we found her because the job called and was like, she didn't come in. So we're like, what? She already left. She didn't want to use cell phones or anything like that. So there was no way for us to get a hold of her. And then so we go looking, and we see her just sitting in the side. And we're like, I don't know, what are you doing? She's like, I'm waiting for my job. And I'm like, you're waiting for your job? What do you mean you're waiting for your job? And that's when it started to click for me. And then she used to crash into cars, and not like full on crash, but like bump cars. And she'd be like, I didn't just do that. That wasn't me. And the person will like literally have to follow her to her house. They'll come to her house and be telling her like, ma'am, can I have your insurance information? She's like, for what? I don't know you. I didn't hit you. But she really was hitting these people, and she just didn't know. So that's crazy. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. What would you say,
So
Jeanette?
go ahead.
Or was it you?
I mean, there's been people that kill their kids and murder suicide, or because they don't want to leave them here because they're about to commit suicide. But this wasn't her child; it was her granddaughter.
Right.
So, that's.
I don't know. I'm gonna look that up.
Maybe a voice told her to do it. She could have had, voices telling her that. Something happened that we can't explain, but it's.
So Fun to Be Blonde said early onset can begin as early as your 30s. Very tragic. Yeah.
Wow.
But there's something for you to have dementia, you have to be missing something like for you to get that, like chemical imbalancement. That's
so
what
like a chemical imbalance.
Right. It's a chemical imbalance.
Okay. So earliest 30s, I've never known that. And so does dementia have something to do with like what's the one where Alzheimer's? Is it the same thing?
It's similar to that. Like you can actually forget your family. You forget who your family is. You could forget, like you could be looking at somebody and talking to them, and all of a sudden they'll just go, Who are you?
Who are you? Yeah.
Yeah. Like who is
my
this?
grandmother doesn't know. I think I've said this before. She doesn't know who I am sometimes, but then sometimes she does. And then she'll ask my mom, which is her daughter, she'll ask her like, is that your son? Is that your son? Is that your brother to me? And I'm like, Grandma, what do you mean?
They don't.
Son, but
they don't do it on purpose. That's the thing. They don't do it on purpose.
It's sad, man.
And then it just gets worse and worse. Like they can literally forget to put on clothes and go outside naked and not know that they did it. Oh yeah.
Martha says, I think Grandma just snapped. Rhea Baby says, hey, Veronica, I pray that whatever you are going through gets better soon. Keep your head up. And I'll have a conversation with Veronica later.
Feel better, Veronica.
If she wants me to kind of like say a little bit of what's going on to everyone. But she's the one who also let me know that, people could do some crazy things, through Cash App and things like that. So I'm very cautious now because of her. She's very sweet. And she also has a nephew that is missing that I'm looking into. And it's crazy that there's not too much on him. Like, very little. And what you do find, they're kind of saying what the other clip says. So Shay says, Lord have mercy. I can't imagine a human being baked in an oven. And that's my thing. To smell that and you're just chilling. Like, I mean, I don't know what it would smell like, but it just seems like it wouldn't be right,
Yeah.
We're going to go to a video in a second. This woman has to have some sort of psychotic break or drug use. In my opinion, no one that is normal would do this, especially a grandma. This is a tragedy. So Fun to Be Blonde, do you remember when this happened? Do you remember when this was like on the news and things like that? And here we go. I'm gonna need some chapstick. This woman has to have, I read that one. Let me see. Let's take it down. Yes, very heartbreaking. Duke says she knew exactly what she was doing, especially since she turned the stove sideways. And that's the thing that makes me think that she's not all that crazy. Because it's one thing for you to, some point in there, after the multiple stabbings, okay, then you put the baby, in the oven. And don't just shut it, but you take it and you make sure that the baby couldn't get out, even if it wanted to. I just feel like that is sick, okay? Just sick. And I hate, getting emotional about stuff, but it's crazy. Just Star says evil. Yes, it is. Very.
Mm-hmm.
Shay says there's no good answer to this situation. It's not. Because the way she killed her, and I know I don't believe wholeheartedly in the death penalty. I believe there's certain cases where it's definitely, I think it'll be fair. But I just don't feel like anybody should be able to play God. And if I say yes to the death penalty, I would feel very, I don't know. I just don't feel like I have that option. It wasn't, if it was given to me, I would be sitting right along God and like, oh, this person could this. No. Like how they send emergency people. Their thing is life, quality of life before anything. Jock says drugs, LSD, hallucinations. And I don't know exactly what LSD is, but
it's a drug that'll have you lose your mind.
So
I'm not going to say who it happened to, but they can lace your cigarette in that.
So, but that's not what is it called? That's not Sherm
LSD.
Or what they call the embalming fluid.
No.
Is that what that is? LSD?
It's LSD.
It's
called LSD. And they dip it. It's like a and they dip it in there and they put it back in your cigarette pack. They put it back in her cigarette pack and then she smoked it and she lost it.
So I knew a few people a while back that used to do what they call Sherm. Mm-hmm. And I've got to remember to make this 18 and older. I need to make this one 18 and older because talking about these things. Where they would use, this thing called Sherm, and it kind of looked like it came in a bottle like this, I want to say. But just like a bottle like this. And they would take their cigarette and dip it in there, or their blunt, or what's the other thing? Joint, or whatever it is.
To get a higher high.
Right.
Yeah, that's to get a higher high. The LSD makes you lose your mind. They had to put her in the hospital and handcuff her.
Capital punishment in Mississippi, and that's what she should get. Because no. Jostar says bad street drugs, crack kills. I really want to know. I see a few things on here, and bath salts. Bath salts is another one. We're going to take a look at some of these things, and I also want to take a look into what is it called? What did we talk about at first? What was it called? Where you forget dementia. Because I know there's levels to the dementia. because it seems like it's progressively getting worse with my grandmother, but she's very still aware though. Like we would have to go, like, because my grandmother, I don't know why this thing is making me itch. They would literally call someone in our family because everybody knew, someone in our family at this particular Legion Hall she would go to. Because my grandma, she loves to dance. Like whenever you take her anywhere, she's gonna be on that dance floor if there's music. And so she would go down the walk from her house, walk that far, try to hitch a ride, whatever, telling her this is dangerous. You're getting into a car with. You don't know who you're getting a car with, taking them to your address, and who knows what they could do to you. And she just doesn't process that it's dangerous. So we have it now to where the place would call us if they see her step into that building. They're going to call somebody in our family to come get her because she can't be in there by herself if she's not with a family member, because I don't know. Yes, bath salts can cause people to become zombies. Crazy. Jastar is hated. Let's see. Zena in the building. Zena Torbert. That's kind of like that. What's that lady that they were trying to say is an avatar? I don't know the whole name. Monica Avatar. The Avatar. Monica Tolbert, is it? Anyway, a woman
Tolbert
that was into church, Tolbert is what it was, I think. They were harassing that poor woman. YouTube gets crazy. Taking care of someone with dementia requires a lot of patience. Yes, I can see that, because with my grandmother, she's really kind of all over the place. And dementia is more common in people over the age of 65, but it can also affect younger people. Thanks for that, Fun to Be Vaughn. I love when she's in the building. A couple of people in the building, like, when I have a question, they just toss it up there, and I love it. So let's see. Also says early onset can begin as early as your 30s. Very tragic. Zena says drugs and alcohol can cause dementia. Wow. I didn't know that. I thought it was something like genetic. So is like Alzheimer's, what is the other one? Where you shake, like Muhammad Ali has it. You know what I'm talking about? That
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to remember.
Parkinson's, or are those all like genetic, or is it it just can happen? I don't understand. Let's see. Dementia is a loss of memory and judgment and cannot be cured. I wonder if it could be better though. Like if someone is there working with you, showing you
Medicaid
1 + 1 is 2. This is a picture of your family. This is your daughter. This is your granddaughter. I wonder if that can make it. I think what's making me itch is I got this new smell in here, and it's kind of citrusy. And like when I peel oranges, not the actual orange, but the rind, something in that makes me itch. And like, I don't know if that's what it is, but I don't know. I'm not going to put that one on anymore. Let's see. Dukes. Dementia, risk factors, high blood pressure, smoking, diabetes, obesity, poor diet, high alcohol consumption, low levels of cognitive engagement, depression, traumatic brain injury, just to name a few. So this is like PTSD, can out of nowhere. Crazy. I just looked up Royal, and lots of people put babies in the oven. Yes, there's another one that I want to show you guys as well. And if I'm not mistaken, this was 2018. Yes, you're right. Oh, you can't hear. Okay, it's okay. Do you need the link? Here goes the link, love. And with this link, it's anybody can pop up on here. I don't care if you've never come up here before, or you've never wrote in the chat, or you've never called in. You can call in. Let's have a conversation about these things. Oh, Monique Tolbert. There we go, Ria. Thank you. I love the participation from people. I really do. There goes the link. Zena says, Alzheimer's is not none of you have it until you die. Alzheimer's is not none if you have it until you die, and then they do it through an autopsy. Oh, wait, so are you saying they don't know if you have it until you die, and then they can do it in an autopsy? I think that's probably what you're saying. Zena, if you want to pop up, please go ahead. There's something that I'm also going to play for you guys really quickly. Let me take a sip of this. This is that's cold now, so I'm probably gonna just have to go get some more. I'm trying to see if there's anywhere in here that says she has some type of issue. I'm gonna read from the. This is from New York Post. Okay, fair use. I'm just reading from their article. I think I was already showing it to you guys. Here's a picture of the mom. And the mom looks very similar to like it's not obvious, but to her mom. So, because at first I was trying to, is it the paternal grandmother or the maternal grandmother? So there we go. Is it right here? Okay, so this is the mom right here. And this is baby Royalty is her name. Royalty Marie Floyd. Say her name, say her name. Toss it in the chat. And since she, had a lot of things that were pink and purple, we can also toss some pink and purple hearts in the chat. So, a Mississippi mom whose 20-month-old daughter allegedly was killed by her grandmother, who was charged with the stabbing of the toddler and stuffing her into a heated oven, claimed her mother always treated the little girl like royalty before this gruesome murder. Can you guys see this? I hope you guys can. Toss the link in there so you guys can hop up. I'll hear the little doot doot if you guys come in. The body of the girl, Royalty Marie Floyd, was found stabbed and burned late Monday inside of the oven of the home of, I read this piece so it might sound familiar, of 48-year-old grandmother Carolyn Jones in Shaw, Mississippi, where the toddler lived with Jones. So, was she only living with her grandmother? Or was she just, let's just keep going, with Jones. Royalty's mother, Veronica Shanae, I think is how you would pronounce that, Jones, did not live at the home. That answers my question. So what made this little baby have to live with her grandmother? If you know any of that, open topic, go ahead and place that below. Didn't live in the home, but spoke out on social media about the allegations Tuesday, the same day her mother was charged with first-degree murder. Royalty Marie Floyd was the best thing that ever happened to me, Veronica Jones wrote on a Facebook post. She's my one and my only daughter, my very first love, the hardest thing that I ever had to go through in my life. My heart has been ripped from my chest. You guys only imagine that. Your mother that gave you life, help you give your daughter life, and then take away the life. Oh my God. That is just only, I don't want to say reflection, but what is it called? A legacy, I guess I would say, of her own, This one has me in all time tied and twisted because I remember the story because something happened that made me look it up again. And some of the facts are, coming back to me as I'm going over it with you guys. And it's just disgusting. Bolivia County Sheriff Kelvin Williams said the girl's killing was one of the most horrible things he has ever witnessed in a quarter century in law enforcement. Look at this grandmother here, guys. Look at her. I mean, I'm not being judgmental, but here she doesn't look all that put together here. So that makes me ask Veronica, do you know of any drugs or anything your mom was taking? Do you know of any, I mean, has she had any like outbursts on you when you were younger or even as an adult? Were there any red flags there? I mean, I would really want to know that. So, I mean, even if she's out there listening, I would really want her to just come out and say, hey, this is what happened, because this is kind of deep. I don't know how I'll react to my mother because I'm really close to my mom. And, you know, if my mom did this to my son, I don't know. Would you guys be able to like put money on your mom's books, go visit her, write her letters? Like, how much would you cut her off, or would you forgive her, or anything? Just let me know in the comments. Williams said authorities were still piecing together exactly what happened before she was killed. The remains were sent to the state crime lab for an autopsy. Williams said the girl's body was found by Jones's brother. So I'm trying to think, was it Carolyn's brother? Because I believe they said great uncle. I believe it's Carolyn's brother, the grandmother's brother. Jones was arrested at the home where she was the only person with the girl prior to the killing. Williams says Veronica Jones. Meanwhile, people for all the prayers and birthday wishes. Oh. In a message posted Tuesday on Facebook, in her post, Jones asked people to donate to help her pay for her daughter's funeral services. More than $3,200 have been donated as of Friday, according to this website. Rest in peace, love, Jones wrote. I know that you're in a better place. So, I mean, you guys don't run to a Cash App or anything like that. This was a few years ago. So this was, what is it called? This was a throwback. This isn't nothing new. The baby is already buried. Yeah. There is another story like that, but I want to see what you guys are saying before I show you guys this story. Let's see. Jeanette says, Jeanette, if you want to hop back up, you can.
Can I show them this picture real quick?
For sure, yeah, you can.
It's a picture of this lady I take care of. Okay, so this right here, she's sitting outside. This is what I would do with her.
We can't see.
Can't see it. So should I just send it to my email?
It's just like white. Yeah, send it to your email and just pop it up. Jeanette says she was placed with her grandmother. That's what it seems like, because I'm hearing that Veronica was at work when this happened. But in what we just read, it says that Veronica didn't live in that house with her mother. So why, where, how did we go wrong? How did we fail this little girl? And the thing is, some people don't think of life as everyone else does. Here, Jeanette's popping up on here. And I just think, even when it comes to an aunt, we know they're all irritating, okay? Now, if they're in my house invading, just invading everything, yes, I'm going to kill them. But if they have their own path going on outside, that's fine. If I have a spider, I don't like spiders that much. But if they got their little setup and it's not something that's going to hurt me or my child, I kind of let them sit there and do their thing, because what I cannot stand is flies. So I don't know. Ugh, just disgusting. Jeanette, you're in the building and you fell off. Is there anything you want to say? Duke says, I don't think I could do it. No money or real quick. Duke says, I don't think I could do it. No money or visits from me. Now, what if Dukes, if she wrote you a letter apologizing, how would you handle it that way? Would you write her back? Or like what would you do?
How do you apologize for something like that?
The laws are real. Yeah, how do you apologize for this?
Like there's no, I don't know. I wonder what's really behind it. Like, was she taken from the mom and given to her, and the grandmother just didn't want to raise a baby? Or maybe she thought she was suffering from the mom and didn't want to see her suffer?
I don't know. I really don't know. And because I remember this case, and at that time, like I said, I wasn't on YouTube like that. I would dig into things, but not how I dig into things now.
Like, was the baby being abused in the mother's home and then taken? Like, sometimes people do murder suicides, and it doesn't always work out, where they'll take their children out and then try to take themselves out, which is
right. See, so I really don't know. Like, let me see. I'm gonna type in this really quickly before I tell you about another story.
So if she didn't think that her daughter could take care, but that doesn't, like, even then though, when people do stuff like that, they don't try to cook the person.
Right. I mean, what was why all the stabbing prior? That's the part that makes me think, oh, Dr. Seuss. You guys know I like, certain little stuff. Got a Dr. Seuss calendar for next year. I want to see, is this a school calendar? Because some of the school calendars starts from September and will go on. Let's see. Oh, it gives me some of 21. Look really quickly. This is so that I can keep my dates with you guys, because dealing with just a lot of like personal stuff, and then my son has different stuff he has to do, and then me trying to fulfill, my duty that I put myself into on, working these cases. I just want to have something where I can just pick it up.
Okay, so I'm not showing her face because I think she's still around. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't talked to her in a while, but this is what she does the whole time, except for when she has to go to the bathroom or bathe. That's all she could do, because she's.
What does she do? I don't see. Oh, I gotta plop it up, huh?
Yeah, you gotta pop it up.
Okay, here we go.
This is all she does all day. I have to give her medicines at a certain time while I'm there. I used to watch her at nighttime, and she had somebody who would care for her in the daytime. She has to have 24 hours to be watched, because she can't get up. She can't move on her own. Everything has to be done for her. And this is her right here.
Okay, so
she has the onset dementia.
Okay. And then I guess my question is, so does dementia not make you mobile?
Okay, so it took a lot of her mobility. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but she started losing a lot of her mobility. Yes.
Okay.
So that's another part of onset dementia.
So, like in a case like this, so they can't.
I'm not showing anything, huh?
So they can't take showers themselves.
No, they have to be cared. They have to actually get cared for 24/7. Even the shower, like to take a bath, somebody has to bathe her, because she has no idea what she's supposed to do.
What to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then another thing she had was when she took her medicine, it would make her itch, and she'd want scratch and rub on her, and then she would like I would rub it because she would want to scratch her skin off from the medication. I mean, she would have welts and red, I mean, like tearing into her skin with her nails. We had to cut her nails all the time because she would scratch on herself all the time from the medication that she
Wow.
takes for onset dementia.
So the doctors don't do anything for that?
They can't, that's all the medicine they can give her. But I'm not sure if she's still around or not, because onset dementia, you actually a little after a while, you kind of forget what to do as far as eating, drinking, and you can slowly pass from that. So they put you in hospice kind of thing to take care of you.
Okay. So is dementia deadly?
It can be deadly,
Because I
not
don't get
because
that
of
just because.
dementia, not because of the dementia, but because you don't know how to do things. So if somebody else is not, if you don't have somebody that's caring for you properly, you can actually, yes, go. She could pass. You could pass. So I don't know if she's still around or not. I really don't.
Because I think about that. Go ahead, Jeanette. I'll hold my question because go ahead.
So this has to do with filicide, which is basically when a parent kills a child. There was a review that found that filicide mothers that have frequent depression, psychosis, prior mental health treatment, and suicidal thoughts. Maternal suicide predators have 5 major motives in altruistic fluicide. As a mother kills her child out of love, she believes the death of her child is in the best interest of the child.
But we're talking about
that's one of them. There's 5 different motives. But
okay, so
did you
want to read all 5, or I can look up all 5, because this is a grandparent we're talking about here.
Yeah, this is a very long study about it, but it is a grandparent. But would the grandparent be the same as a maternal?
A maternal grandparent?
Like, would it be the same as maternal fluicide? I wonder if that falls under that, or if it's just a murder.
I don't know because
it's in her bloodline, right? That's just like the mom doing it.
Mm-hmm.
How is that just like the mom doing it? No, that's not. No, I feel.
No, I'm saying because they have like, because they're relatives, so that's like through the bloodline. That's why I'm saying it's just almost like having your mom do this to you.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. So, no, I don't. So, say the word that you said. Whatever. Say what you were looking at.
It's fluicide, infanticide, and child homicide. FILICI.
There's a word that you said that I'm trying to pick up on that I want to see. Not keep going.
Yes.
FILICIDE.
What?
Filicide.
Filicide. That's what I'm saying. The filicide part. So, is that what they're saying? Is that what you're asking? Are you asking? Is that the same thing as a mom doing it rather than a grandparent doing it?
I would think it is.
Okay.
I mean, that's.
Huh?
I mean, if you think that your grandchildren are an extension of you, right, it would be the same.
Right. So, I don't know. I'm a little confused. Would it be the same thing though? As here, let me do this. I want to look it up just for our overall knowledge. And I know we start talking about things and go on tangents, but it's all going with what we're talking about. So we're really trying to figure this out here. What would cause this? What signs do you need to look for if you are a mother before anything like this happens? Can things like this be prevented?
So this
I mean,
means
how often does she go check on her daughter? Why wasn't her daughter there? You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
This said, our recent study of mothers found not guilty by reason of insanity in the U.S. states found that perpetrators were often depressed and frequently experienced auditory hallucinations or some kind of command. Over 1/3 of homicides that occurred during pregnancy or the postpartum year, almost all mothers had altruistic or acutely psychotic motives. So there had to be some kind of psychotic motive for her because of what she did. So she might not even, she might not even be found guilty of this because of reason of insanity.
Well, we're gonna get to what she was charged with. But my thing is, I really want to know, how she became, the person that was there for her daughter, because they say that they seen the toys out there prior to them finding her. So was this planned out? Does she already know that this is what she's going to do, or what? So I looked up something here that says differences between homicide and filicide offenders resulted by, but this is not the one I wanted to click on. I was looking at, was it filicide that I was looking at? Yeah. When we're looking at filicide.
Yeah, this one's
okay. So I'm right, but they asked me filicide and something else
prior
to this.
This one I'm looking at is www.ncbi.nlm.
That's what I'm looking at. We're probably looking at the same thing.
nih.gov. It's a .gov website.
Right. Let me see something. Let me see if I can. I don't want to put this whole entire thing, but I want to see if it could.
But it's very long.
Yeah, it's very long. So that's why I want to see if something I could do that I did last time. Hopefully it doesn't, mess us up. Search for no. Anyway, I'm gonna read it. So that you guys can come along with me. I'm gonna share my screen. Tell me if this is what you're talking about. So before I share my screen, everybody in the building, even the ones back there in the bushes, checking it out, you guys can always join in. There's my phone number. You can call in if you do not want to come on panel and you're afraid, to just come up with your avatar, because I do require when you're backstage, I at least need to see you. Make sure that you're, a normal person, not trying to do anything crazy. So there goes my number down there. There goes my Cash App. My Cash App covers basically, me, like I did when I went to Vegas and things like that, to bring you guys firsthand on scene type knowledge. Also, just for the channel overall, lights getting, it kind of costs to do this. I didn't realize it, but it just supports me overall. So that's my Cash App down there. Naomi China D. Phone number to call in. Anytime I'm live, go ahead. You can also text message that number anytime you want. When I'm inside of the studio, I will definitely check it and try to get back at you. There's my Instagram right next to my phone number. And that's how you are able to win on the giveaway. For those of you that are just now tuning in, the giveaway is just the first person to say, hey there, in the chat on time, that's ready to go. Hey there, they're automatically getting a ticket. Today we had Dukes in the building. The next 5, because I give out 6 per chat, are the first 5 that are actually active. If you come up on panel, automatically gets you a ticket. I know some people that like to donate their tickets, so just let me know that before I write it out. or I'll write it out in your name, and then you can tell me whatever you want to give it to someone else. However that goes. Under that is my email. So, Naomi China D, if you want to send me a case to look into, research, anything like that, any type of conversation, really that's for research and links and things like that, because if you send it to that phone number, it's harder for me to get to different links because it's an overphone. And then make sure everybody that's in the building right now, because I've been getting like little baby strikes, copyrights for some of the news clippings that I'm adding in, even though they're fair use. So that will be my backup. So please go ahead and subscribe to that. I'll also be uploading, like say, I'm planning on going to feed the homeless. So just my journey on doing that, more of a vlogging type deal, will be on Naomi China D X2 ×2. So that's there down there for you guys. And did you want to say something before? Before? I believe somebody was going to talk before I read this out. Jeanette, you good? Or do you want to read it out?
Hold on. I'm busy for a minute. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read this out for you guys. So let me share my screen. Where's that? Oh, there it goes.
Okay, I'm sorry. My kids are struggling with some headphones.
No, you're totally fine. I'm gonna go ahead and
annoying me about it.
You're good. I'm just gonna read this out really quickly. Try to. I'm gonna go after this, step out and get some tea because I need some. And that one was like really lukewarm, so I don't feel like it helped at all. So I came onto this site. Anybody can go onto this site. Let me write it down just so I can put it in my description box because I'm getting better at that. NCBI, because I know channels will try to strike you for literally anything. So I do not want that to happen because I want everybody to hear about all these children and their stories, not only kids, anything that touches my heart. I just want to bring it out. So it is the differences between homicide and filicide offenders, results of nationwide registered basis control case control study. So this comes from a study. So here in the blue, it says background. Filicide, the killing of one's child, is an extraordinary form of homicide. It has commonly been associated with suicide and parental psychiatric illness. The research, that sounded bad. The research of filicide nationwide studies with comparison groups specify predator subgroups and assessment of possible risk factors have been called for. The purpose of the current study was to provide all that. I don't think this is really what I wanted to read, but anyway, yeah, this is really what I wanted to read. There's something I wanted to read that was kind of telling us about it. Where's that section? Did I just pull the wrong section up? Oh, wow, look at this table. I clicked on the wrong tab. This is not what I wanted to show. But here's a table, cases controlled comparisons of filicide offenders from 1995 to 2004. So this is an old one. I can look up a new one, but I guess these are the ways. Intoxication. I don't know what the N and stuff is for. Do you guys know? Stabbing, intoxication with alcohol, attempted suicide immediately after. I guess these are ways that these are happening. What are the percentages in these months? I mean, not months, sorry, years. I'm just going to have to get out of here and go to the page I really wanted to read to you guys because this is not the section. And bear with me, please, guys. You guys know I'm still new to these YouTube streets. So please, please, please bear with me. That is not the section. Ooh. That does now sound hot. That's not the section I was looking for. I think I ended up clicking on the wrong tab. So let me go ahead and fix that. If you guys have anything to say, please say. You knew if you want to go ahead and read some comments while I look this up, and I'll catch up where you are so that I can read them after you, because I know you don't really like to read out loud.
Okay. Where do you want me to start?
From the left, let me see real quick. Hey, Tawana, to be inspired. Let's start.
I could say what Fun to be Blonde said. Yes, dementia can be effect of muscular structure, meaning the inability to combine muscle movements or unsteady walking. Yes, for sure.
Okay, and then you can go up to where you can start from where Duke says, I can be very understanding and nice, but you can start from that one while I find what I just had up here in it.
All right.
What does this sound like? Smell like something's burning. Give me a second. I think it's because one of my candles just went out, so it smells a little
So
crazy.
Duke said, I can be very understanding and nice, but there are some times that I will be cold-hearted. You kill one of my babies, and the tiger in me will come out, and it's done. Booyah. Exactly. I feel the same way, Dukes. I feel the same way. I'm right there with you. Definitely. And then Fun to be Blonde said, I don't care what letters what letters she write. Never. As a matter of fact, she would need protective custody from me, because if you left me alone with her, I would go to prison, period. Thank you. That's one thing I'll go to jail for, my children. I always tell Naomi that. I don't play that. Then Just Star says, was grandmother alone or was someone else there too? If there was someone else there too while she was doing this, they need to go to jail too.
No, period. It says the grandmother was the only person in the household.
Right.
She was the last person with the baby.
Okay.
The only person in the household.
So the answer is no. Yeah, the answer is no on that one. And then Zena said, don't show this lady HEPA law. Yeah, no, I didn't show her face, so it's, it's fine. Her husband knew I took pictures of her.
Oh, is that what they were saying? Yeah. No. We don't want to.
I didn't show her face. Yeah, that's why I didn't show her face.
No, you didn't. I looked at it.
Yeah, it's just neck down.
I even clicked it in. I looked at it.
Right. Let's see. And then, okay, so Tawana was talking to Fun to be Blonde and Duke's Hey Sis. Zena says, eventually you revert back to being a child. Yes, definitely. So you have to be fed and everything, because this is what I have to do for her. If she needed her legs massaged, I mean, like everything that you got to do, like for someone, as far as like caring for her, this is what she likes. She liked her massages. She likes her feet rubbed. Mm-hmm. But I did all that, I did what I could do. But when it came to me lifting her, it messed me, made me worse. I couldn't even like move in the morning. I had problems. So I couldn't work with her anymore. I mean, I wish I hope that, like I told him, I hope he got the right person to take care of her, because she deserves the best. She's a sweetheart. I never had any trouble with her. I mean, I used to take care of another older lady, and she had dementia. She had it to the point where she hated her daughter, and she would tell me that her daughter was doing stuff to her, being mean to her and trying to take her money and trying to misplace her and all kinds of stuff, like a bunch of things that she told me. It's a lot that dementia people go through. And okay, so I read that one. Tawana said, yes, you eventually die. There is things to slow it down if you have the knowledge. Yes, it slows it down, but it's still something that's going to happen regardless, if you try or not. Then Tawana says, nope, I read that one. Okay, so she said, hey sis, Fun to be Blonde said hi to Tawana. Sorry about that. And then Dukes says hi to Tawana. Hey sis, thanks for joining us. Yes, thank you, Tawana, for joining all of us. Zena says, with dementia, your brain shrinks. You can forget how to eat, swallow, walk, drink, and use the bathroom. Yes, this is everything that I had to help her with. Yes, definitely. And we have to keep putting medicine on her, like not on it, not, I don't want to be TMI, not in the crack, but like on her butt. And she would scratch herself raw. We were trying, I would hold her hands before she fell asleep. I would hold her hands to make sure that she's not scratching herself. And she'll kind of she'll pull away from my hand and start scratching on herself. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. And I would hold her hand some more until she fell asleep from her medicine. And this is how she slept. She didn't sleep in a bed or anything. She slept exactly like you seen her. You pull the seat back, and this is what she gets up. It's one of the ones that you can lift up, and she literally would be in a standing position. So it's not like you have to pull her up, but when you pull her back in and sit her down and pull her up so that way she's not slouching, that's when the pain came in for my shoulders, because I have problems with my shoulders. I have a pinched nerve on one side, and I have a torn rotary cuff on the other side, so I'm all messed up. Sorry, say from accidents. Let's see. Tawana say, hey y'all, and then Zena says, no, because someone in your family kills somebody doesn't have anything to do with you, with genetic. No, that's basically what I was saying is nothing to do with the genetic. I was saying as far as like her being a maternal grandmother, because she was in the, like they had the same, same type of, not same exact blood, but in the bloodline, since that is the grandmother. So I don't know, is she the mom's mom, right? Naomi?
What was your question?
She's the mom's mom, right?
Is who the mom's mom?
The grandmother. She's the grandmother of the child, and she's on the
Carolyn?
mom's side?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's Royalty, that was the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Then her mom is Veronica, and then Carolyn is the
Veronica's mom.
Carolyn Jones, Veronica Jones, and then we have
the baby, the 2-year-old.
Royalty, right. Floyd.
So she is the mom's mom. That's where the blood. Right. Okay, so yes, they are in the same bloodline because she is the mom's mom. Then Fun to Be Blonde says with maternal filicide. Is that what it said? Yeah, filicide. There tends to be a correlation. Correlation. Sorry about that. My glasses are tripping right now. Correlation between child abuse and the killing of a child. So not always, of course, but there tends to be a link between abuse of a child prior to death. Whoa. And then Martha says she may have schizophrenia. They hear voices and tell them what to do. They also see demons. Yeah, I've heard about that. And then Raya, how do you say her name? Riaa, Raya? Is it Raya BBY? Raya baby?
No, I say Rhea. Let me know if it's right or wrong.
Yeah, because we don't want to say your name wrong.
Yeah. So where are we at? I'm gonna read a few things. Go get me some tea while you guys are watching this video, and then I'm gonna read. There's filicide, and then there's infanticide. I think I said it right, but here we go. Where were you at on reading?
I got like 3 more to go. And Rhea BBY, I'm still fairly new to your channel. Do you vlog as well?
Do you do vlogs as well? And will you ever do a podcast?
That would be
I'm
cool.
really new to all of this, guys.
That would be cool to do.
I kind of was like, woo, not pushed into it, but I never thought that I would be doing this, period. And then I did a little bit and I stopped. And, the person was like, keep going. I'm like, I'm scared. So I don't really know all the technical terms on the channel. Naomi trying to D ×2. That's going to be more like vlogs, kind of how you guys seen me at the beach with my son. And then also, like, you know, like how I did with Amari, and I went out there actually to the case. So where it was all going on, the scene, hopping over fences, literally in my famous flip flops, my little furry ones. They're around here somewhere. I also went to Max's where he, you know, was shot and killed. I talked to some of the friends. I couldn't put them on camera. I still have some of the things in here, but I would want them to, you know, I would have to have permission from their parents. And I still have Max Mendoza, rest in peace. Such a handsome, you know, young man. We still don't know the whole story. I still talk to his little brother, but I tell his little brother, I can't really have you on the platform or anything like that unless your parents are there, gives me permission, and I know that it's okay, written some type of way, because I don't want any drama.
Right.
So last I talked to him, he was saying that both of his parents were in the hospital with COVID. And then I talked to him like a couple weeks later. He said they're very sick. Haven't talked to him quite a while about that situation.
Yeah.
But I just check on him to make sure he's okay.
That poor baby.
And he said his sister can talk because she's over 18. But yeah, I just check in here and there. So Ria, my I'm gonna put it back up here as I'm playing the video, so that way that channel literally has one video and one follower, unless people already went and followed it, because I just started the page, just to have a second page to have other things on other than true crime news, commentary, things that are going on. That's going to be over there. And I think I'm also going to put my game day, my game night on there, because I'm going to do game night Fridays, but then I'll have pop-up Saturdays that I'll also do. So in order to know that as well, let me put this back up real quick. Guys, get a pen and paper, write this down. If you haven't already, hit the like button, go ahead and subscribe. And then right here, where it says follow, underneath the main bar, it says follow my second YouTube, Naomi China DX2. That's my second YouTube channel, just in case anything happens over here. Because I think sometimes when you just keeping the truth out, people get upset. And I've already been threatened by you guys know who, that, you know, I'm being sued and I'm going to get a cease and desist. So, I mean, she's saying, you know, I made you who you are. You know, I needed her for a platform. Honestly, I was doing this before I even knew who she was. The only reason why I contacted her is because of Molly. And when it comes to kids, yeah, that pulls out my heart and my heartstrings. So if it didn't have anything to do with Molly, I would have never contacted her.
Yeah.
So as far as all that, and I don't know. Anyways, a lot of the exclusive stuff, not me sitting here talking about crimes, will be on that second page. Trying to build that one up as well. But this is my main page. And then the question about the podcast, I don't really know how podcasts go, but I mean, if somebody asks me to join their podcast, I'll join it, but I'm still like fresh to all this stuff. So I'm kind of trying to take baby steps.
Yeah.
But that is my information down there. Cash App. Call in if you want. Also my IG, very important. That's how I get to you guys the fastest. My email for links and anything, and second page. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Ms. Didi said, we can say this. Hold on, wait, it moved up. Moved down, I should say.
We can say this
we
and
can
that,
say this and go ahead.
We can say this and that, but when we are in the situations, things can go either way, good or bad. That is very true. You can say, I'm going to write my mom off. I'll never talk to her again. But as we get older, things may change, or it just may be like, look, Mom, what you did is just too far gone that I feel better off never speaking to you again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That being her only baby girl, I can only imagine, because I have my only little baby boy, and I can't imagine losing him. With this little attitude and a smart little mouth, I still can't imagine not having him. And it's not funny, but a lot of the times it makes me laugh. I can't let him see that I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Because he's like a little mini me. And a lot of the things he says, I'm like, I sure would have said that, but that is so rude. Don't say that, you know? So I can't really blame him because he's mine. He's my little one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They say your kid ends up being a part, you know, like you when you get older, and that's how you get your payback for
Just
being
like
bad to
me.
your parents.
Well, no, I asked my mom about that. Like, I never, if anything, I always got good grades.
Mm-hmm.
Always got good grades. Always, I would go the extra mile in school. Like, even when he did his project, I'm like, She just sent a folded up paper and said, do a poster board.
Mm-hmm.
Mama went out, got a real poster board, went got pictures printed out, let him do his drawings. Like, that's me. If you're gonna do something, do it to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
Just like me starting this podcast, and we're off topic, but not podcast, YouTube channel. I was told, you know, just record your fan, post that as a video. Just record the cars going by. And I just couldn't do that because that wouldn't have been a representation of me.
Right.
Even though I don't think my videos are all that great. Guys, I'm trying. And
You're doing great. You're doing
that's why I
great.
ask so many people for help.
Yeah.
Because
You're
this is
doing
really
great.
all that I can do. I can't do what I was doing before, which is aesthetics, because it's hands-on and people, you know, you're in their face, literally. I'm rubbing all over their body. And a lot of it is done sometimes without gloves. And so with all this stuff going on, this is what I do.
Yeah.
And so that's why I asked him, like, hey, you know, hit my Cash App. That's the only way I can have income doing this and still doing what I love and being passionate about it.
Yeah.
So, you know, Duke says I'm torn between. Wait, I'm torn.
No, she has her both of her rotary cuffs. Yeah. So I have a question for you, Dukes. Do you have trouble pulling your arm all the way back, like your arm that? Well, no, they're both kind of doing the same thing. So this is what mines do. So you could see my toe. I'm not trying to do this, but this is locked in right here. This one can do this. So my left can go back, but this one won't. It doesn't do anything. I look crazy doing this right here, but this is my rotary cuff. They told me it will never go any further than that. But this one goes all the way back. But this does not move. This is it.
Thanks, Shay. And
so I was wondering if you have that same problem with yours. Yes. Yes.
If you click on the link that Shay just popped up, can you click on that?
Yes.
Without, like, on another device and see if I can pop it up here. Okay. So I could just make sure it's like the right thing, because I know when I keep doing it, it's not showing up right.
Yeah, I put it in there and then I sent it to her and she copied it and it goes right to your account.
We can say this and that. Okay, I already read that. So let me put back up my information, because I really, really want all of you guys to go over there and subscribe to that channel. You know what?
See? It goes right to
that's going to be. No, I was seeing if you could do it so it could pop up on here. Could you do it on your screen so it could pop up on here?
On here? Me?
Like how you did to pop up.
Oh, okay. All right. So you go.
Back. So.
What happened?
So that is going to be another part of it. You have to be subscribed to both channels and my Instagram. Now, if you don't have an Instagram, maybe make one or hit my email. We can talk about it if you want. But
okay, this is how you share your link. See those 3 dots to the right here?
I can't see. It just looks shiny. And plus you're covering the cover of your phone.
Do you see those 3 dots?
Okay.
When you click that, it says share. See that share?
I don't even know how you get to that screen. All I want to know right now, you can show me that later.
Okay.
We can brainstorm later. But I just want to know, just like how when I can click up and show what you're writing, can you click that in the chat and show me what pops up?
Yeah, this is what shows. As soon as I click on it.
No, but I'm saying, can you do it on the screen?
On my screen?
Question. No, I can see your screen. I can't.
Oh, you talking about on this?
Yes, silly.
It doesn't do anything because I'm on my computer on here, but on my phone.
So if
when
I'm
I go in
share some.
Go ahead.
If I'm like, click on it and share some information where I put this little thing and it could pop up what you're showing. That's what I want to know. Does that work like that?
I can't do it on my computer, but I could do it onto my phone from the actual live. Yes.
Okay, so that's the right,
Yes, it's the correct
like,
one.
thingy
Yes.
mabob.
Yes, ma'am. It
So
is the
Shay,
thingy-majob.
thank you for that. And so I'm gonna put your tickets. I'm gonna give you 2 tickets. Thank you, because I was trying to figure it out. I was like, what? So when I go in on that IG, I'm gonna look at my first 5 to 10 subscribers, and I'm also gonna just write you out a ticket. I'm gonna leave them here, so when I come on live tomorrow, I'm probably gonna come on before Paul, or I can do it after. But those, because I already know there's only 1 follower in there, so anybody that's in there that's new as a follower, I know they're gonna be new. So up to 10 people, I'm gonna go ahead and toss, in the giveaway. So Shay, Faith, here's 2, Shay, Faith, and I love that you guys like kind of bear with me. Here's your 2 going into the giveaway for that. So it's basically like considering that you're on panel kind of deal. And you knew I have your 2 tickets for giveaway. Do you want your 2 tickets, or do you want to
I want to give them the Dukes.
You want to give them the Dukes?
Yeah.
All right. So this is going to be your panel ticket as well?
Give them the Dukes.
So.
And the next one's going to be Fun to Be Blonde whenever I get one.
So I got, you want 2 for Dukes and 1 for Fun to Be, or what?
Yeah.
Because you get the 2 for helping out for that.
Okay.
And then
yeah, so get panel. 2 to Dukes and 1 to Fun to Be Blonde.
What I was looking at was more like things for like candles and things for your house and stuff like that as prizes, because I can't like see what else I would do other than like cards. And Jeanette, do you want your panel ticket?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Do you want your panel ticket?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
YouTube panel.
Are you okay? You're so quiet. You're welcome, sweetie.
I keep buying these headphones because my son doesn't want the corded ones, and they keep not working.
Okay. Go to Vipon and get you a set.
He's bugging
so here's
me about
yours, Jeanette.
He's bugging me about it, and I have like 3 to take back. I'm mad.
No, go to Vipon and get it through Amazon. I promise you, you're not going to be unsatisfied. You will be very satisfied with the headsets.
Like,
you can get
the guys joining
and wired.
Guys joining the channel over here. Yes, we do talk about serious topics, and sometimes we kind of go on a tangent. But I mean,
sorry.
That's here. We're just
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying anything about you, but I just want some people to know, because I get comments where people are like, "Dang, it takes you like 10 years to get to what you're saying." Here we're discussing. We're chill. We're laid back. That's just how I like to do things. I don't like to be stressed out. I just can't. So, was sharing information that she shares with everyone. If you use Amazon, get Vipon. And let me show you what it is. I have it on my phone too, because I'm not really all that in. I love Amazon, but my mother loves Amazon. Now it's the V-Con icon.
VIPON.
So this V icon right there. So it's Vipon, VIPON. Once you click on it, it kind of looks like this. So we'll get it in here first. And it gives you the code to go to the Amazon, and it gives you the discount for up to how much off again? You knew?
From 50 to 85. Sometimes if it's older, you'll get 90%.
See, and right now I'm trying to get better lights because of how it is in here. And then I'm trying to get a light for the fish tank. So I'm just like, whoa, this helps out a lot. Not sponsored or anything like that, but she likes to share good news.
Yeah.
So, yes, that is going to be what it is. You got to be subscribed to both channels, and the Instagram could kind of be lenient about that. But if you're trying to get the $100, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to have a Instagram. You're gonna have to have all three, because I'm not just gonna use $100 of my own money for someone that doesn't support. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Especially my ones that are coming in here all the time, daily, all the time, supporting me, and I love you guys. So,
is it okay to
this is
drop
what
the
I
link
wanted
for the
to share.
Vipon so they could just grab on it when they get a chance?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Drop the link. So make sure you put what it is. So
Yep.
drop the link for the Vipon.
Gotcha.
Drop the link for my second channel.
Yep.
And drop the link for what the raffle's about. I'll explain it to them later at the end. But this is what I wanted to read to you guys. It's filicide and infanticide. I think I'm saying that right. You guys can correct me. Oh, did I already show you guys him?
Who?
He's so that I can put my
let me see that again.
My block. Look, you see his mouth?
Oh, that's
He's
cool.
A panda.
Panda. That's cute.
He's a little panda. So that's I put my block for my iPhone thing, and then that goes at the top, and then the top of it to protect the cord from breaking. Yeah. It's a little panda as well.
Where did you get that at?
My mom got it for me from Daiso.
Amazon?
No, Daiso. Do you know what Daiso is?
No.
It's kind of an Asian version of like a dollar store.
Okay.
But they have pretty cool stuff in there. So
okay. So you do that? Is it online?
No, there's an actual store.
Oh, okay.
I think they may have it online, but I've never even thought about that. I just go into the store because it's right next to Seafood City. So when I'm getting any of like, if I want anything like Asian inspired for my cooking that they're not gonna have in a regular store, I go to Seafood City, and right next to it is the dollar store. It's not really a dollar, but I just call it a dollar store. But yeah, anyway. Yeah. So let me put this on screen real quick. So you knew before you put the link in, just put Vipon on there, so they know exactly which one. You know, like spaces, so they know it's Vipon.
My
spaces, so they know it's. No, I'm just saying.
Drop
just so it's easier.
There you go.
Spaces, so they know it's the channel. You know what I mean?
Okay, I got you.
Thank you so much, Shay. Thanks, Dukes. Thanks, Fun. Fun always gets me, especially when it's like that. What is it called? Fair use. She's like, girl, here you go. And I can just toss it up there. Okay, so I'm going to share this real quick. So, filicide. Okay, and I'm getting this from, like I say, a lot of stuff from Wikipedia is not always 100% or from, you know, facts. But a lot of it sometimes is. So, filicide is a noun. A person who kills his or her own child. Okay. Let me see. Ned is running, panicked, running for the cold, hard road. And I don't know if I'm even supposed to read that part. But basically, that's what that's about. The killing of one's child, your child. So when we were talking about it and we're saying the grandparent, I don't know if it would be called the exact same thing. Mm-hmm. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, because this is the killing of your own child. Yeah. And then infanticide, I think I'm saying it right. It's just open. The murder of an infant, the murder of a child by a parent is filicide. So infanticide is just broad. So I think the grandmother would be infanticide, right?
Yeah, if the mom
because it's just
filicide is the mom, right? Filicide is the mom?
A parent.
Okay.
Okay, and then it says of a child, a person who has committed infanticide, the killing of one's young, immature animal by a mature animal, an adult animal. So it's the same thing with animals, pandas. If she kills her own panda baby, filicide. Say another person in their group, as an adult or whatever, harms the baby, then it's infanticide. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So, yeah, infanticide is basically the broader version. Filicide is the parent to the child.
Yeah.
And so,
and how many tickets is it for 5 and how many is for 20? You still doing the 4?
Yeah, I said I'm gonna keep it the same. So for $5, you get 2 tickets.
Okay.
$20, you get 10 tickets.
Gotcha. All right.
With that raffle, that raffle, I'll start picking on the 22nd because it's going to take some time for me to look through. Make sure that you were subscribed by the time the deadline, which is for both raffles. The giveaway is by October 22nd. November 22nd is for the raffle. And then, on New Year's is the I keep messing myself on. Here we go. I said New Year's, and that's wrong. On the day after Thanksgiving, I will announce the winner or winners, depending on how many things extra I get. Now, I wanted to do gift cards because it's easier to send, without the, what is it called? Shipping and handling.
Mm-hmm.
This one is going to be picked on the 22nd. The name that is won is going to be said on the 30th, Halloween. And I would love on that day, even if you don't celebrate it, just make me happy and make yourself into a baby panda, or just come with a costume. Or you can just have the circle eyes, the little nose, and like the panda mouth. And I'll consider that it. It doesn't have to be following Halloween.
For Halloween?
For Halloween, yeah. I would like if you're going to be on panel.
So I would have to do like a white face with black eyes, right?
No, you can. And look, because on Halloween, I didn't announce this, but I'm going to give one raffle ticket per person that comes on. And this is the one with 100. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to buy this, but you can, purchase tickets if you would like. Mm-hmm. But whoever comes on panel, we're going to do the whole thing. We're going to do best dressed.
Okay.
On the panel.
Okay.
So that's how we're going to do that there.
I bought some lipsticks.
So first prize will be 3 tickets to go in there. Second prize, 2 tickets. The last person will get 1 ticket in there. So we're going to have whoever come up, mm-hmm. Even if it's more than the 6 buckets. 6 buckets. I can only get 6 right now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be StreamYard or Restream, whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone in the chat can participate. Anybody can pop up. Mm-hmm. And we'll just see who wins out of having the best dressed.
Okay.
First, second, and third. Okay. So, okay. Is my screen being shared? Today has just been a throwback day of a case that has already been through the works and just to be informative. So, can you see my screen? Did I pop it up yet?
Mm-mm.
No, I didn't. Okay, so before I do that, let me go ahead and toss the link in the chat. This is to pop up on panel, paste. Let me see if I can do it like you guys do it and write something in between. Okay, so I think that's going to come out right. I hope it doesn't mess it up. Yeah, open panel. Anyone hop in, content creator or not, hop on. Let's talk. If you know of any stories similar to this, let's talk about it. We're just chilling tonight. Throwback Thursday. All right, so let me put this up because I want to show this video. Where's it at? Did it pop up? Let me pop it up now. Here we go. Share. Now let's go. Make it big. So share.
Naomi, I'm gonna be you for Halloween. I'm gonna be wearing a hat with bright lipstick.
With your braid on the side or 2 braids.
I ain't got no hair to do that. My hair is like right here.
Buy like a little, they be having those things in the packs. Or you could just do your two little ponytails. Okay, now I think the sound.
I was messing with you.
So there was a picture. I was trying to be Nicki Minaj one year. I'll show it to you guys in a second.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So let's start this over. Okay. Let me know you guys can hear it. Oh, the volume's down.
Can't even see it.
20-month-old
You can't see it?
Royalty was stabbed.
What? It says it's sharing. Hold on, let me go back. So where are you guys at? Okay, share screen, share sound, share it, share. Okay, it's under me, share.
There we go.
There we go. So let's make it big. Rest in peace, baby. Yeah. She's so cute. Yes. Here we go.
Found in an oven in Shoy. Tonight we have learned heartbreaking new details in the death of a
Hello? Naomi? Uh-oh, she froze.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get me some tea in the meantime. What's happening?
You're echoing.
Am I? Oh, I remember you guys told me that last time.
You gotta click on that thing.
I know what I need to fix, yes. My apologies. I have to remember this. Okay, so I click on me. Hold on. I click my.
Yeah, that's it. Nope, it's still echoing.
Also, in the death of a 20-month-old toddler, Royalty was stabbed and found in an oven in Shaw, Mississippi, down in the Delta. According to the Bolivar County Coroner's Office, the cause of death was both stabbing and burning. Her grandmother, Carolyn Jones, is now charged in the death. Tonight, family and friends gathered to honor their toddler with a candlelight vigil, and WMC Action News 5's Kelly Cook is there as they remember Royalty. Kelly?
Yeah, that's right. The ceremony just wrapped up about 15 to 20 minutes ago. It was lots of prayers, lots of songs, trying to console this community just devastated by the loss of this child. And even worse, how this child lost her life. A family member discovered the body of 20-month-old Royalty Marie Floyd. Deputies say the child was stabbed and then burned in the oven by her 48-year-old grandmother, Carolyn Jones. Now, as you mentioned, we spoke to the medical examiner who said the baby was likely still alive when put in the oven. Friends and family say this case has hurt them to the core, and also the men and women of the sheriff's office here who say that they also need to get some help as well in dealing with this case. Now, we were told today that the grandmother is still behind bars on that $500,000 bond. Still not sure at this moment of whether or not the grandmother has received any mental evaluation. More on this ceremony and more on how this community is healing coming up tonight at 10. Kelly Cook, WMC Action News 5.
Naomi. Rhea baby's on the bed. You're muted.
I'm sorry, I didn't even get to warm my tea, but it's right here. You said Rhea baby's popping up? Or said good night?
She said good night.
Oh, night, boo-boo.
Good night.
Night.
Thank you for coming. And if you forgot, please hit that like on your way out. Thank you.
And subscribe. Both channels, y'all. Okay, so you see how they say, this is what I wouldn't want the child to go through this. I need coasters, man.
They said that she was likely alive when she was
Can Fresh make coasters?
Huh?
Like coasters to put your drink on?
Most likely.
Because I literally be using like a mask because it holds it in. But I want coasters and then the mouse pad.
Okay, I'll let her
If
know.
she can do that. Jeanette
Okay.
says, I'm here. Did you want to hop up, Jeanette? Because I'm going to start talking about the second case that, you know, is similar to this, man. Here's another video really quickly so I could please warm my coffee. No, not coffee. My tea.
Your tea?
My tea.
You
Yes.
sound better. Your voice is getting a little better. You must be getting some rest.
In and out, in and out. And I'm like, because I do want to read this, the autopsy part to you guys before I switch to the next case. That is similar.
Are they going to be doing detail into it?
What do you mean?
Like they giving you detail on how and how many times all that stabbing?
Oh, what just happened? It has to do with the autopsy, really.
Oh my God. I can't deal with this.
Can you see it?
No, Duke said you knew. I read that the autopsy report confirmed that Royalty was alive when she was.
Yes, that's what they just said.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So could you imagine that being stabbed? Oh my gosh. And then put in the oven like you're already weak.
You got to be heartless to do something like that. I'm sorry, regardless of what your brain is telling you to do.
That is just so freaking sad. Oven. So I do want to read that to you guys as well. But I want to, first I'm going to let you guys look at this video. I'm going to read this stuff about our autopsy, and then we're going to hop into this other one. This is about siblings putting their sibling in the oven. So let me let you watch this one while I put my tea to warm. There we go. Share screen. Share. It's this right here. It's going to make me go to bed. Can you guys see it?
No.
Let me see what's going on. Hold on. Because it's not. Okay. Unmute. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Oh, man, what did I do? Okay, here we go. There we go. The volume up. Okay. You guys can see it, right?
No, ma'am.
You can't see what I have on my screen?
Nope.
Okay. Let me go back to you guys. Now you can.
Now you can.
Okay.
And it's echoing.
Okay. I got to get this whole thing down pat, y'all.
Grandmother has been charged with first-degree murder in the death of her toddler grandchild in Mississippi. Police say this woman, 48-year-old Carolyn Jones, lived in the home with the child who was found in an oven after being stabbed. The tragic discovery happened in Shaw, Mississippi, which is in Bolivar County, about 2 hours south of Memphis. WMC Action News 5's Ali Herrera has the latest in this ongoing investigation.
It was inside this Mississippi home that investigators say a 20-month-old girl was found stabbed and burned.
Don't nothing go on around here like this. This is a baby? My God.
Bolivar County Sheriff Kelvin Williams Sr. says investigators are still trying to understand why anyone would do this to a child.
We see a lot, but when you run across and have incidents like this that involves children, it has an effect on us in doing our job.
Investigators say a family member went to the home Monday night and found the 20-month-old in the oven. That's when they called police.
When deputies arrived on the scene, it was confirmed that a homicide had taken place inside the home.
Investigators say an exact cause of death has not been determined. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is also assisting. In Shaw, Mississippi, Ali Herrera, WMC Action News 5.
Once again, the grandmother, Carolyn Jones, has been charged in the death of the 20-month-old girl.
41-year-old Jason Thornburg, an electrician, is charged with murdering David Luceris after allowing him to stay in his room for 5 nights, slitting his throat and cutting his body into pieces in the bathtub. Police say he also killed 2 women.
Did y'all hear that? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I forgot I was on mute and I'm over here. Jesus Christ. That's all I can say to that one.
Wow. Is it still playing? I think it is. Yeah, I had to mute it. Okay. So can you guys see me? I'm going to be on Avatar for a little bit because I'm going to eat, but I want to show you guys this case. Because I'm like, do kids just really think to do this type of thing? Because
was this before or after the grandmother?
What do you mean? Is this before or after?
Like
this is a whole
nother case, but I mean, is it like this happened before or after the grandmother situation with royalty? Like, did the kids do it first or did the grandmother do it first?
I don't think this is in Houston.
No. Okay, so like maybe that one did it in January, the other one did it in February, like that.
The reports and stuff on this was in 2015.
Okay, so this happened prior to the grandmother then. The grandmother did it after this had happened. I'm not saying she followed it, but I'm saying the kids, it happened with the kids as far as putting the child in the oven prior to the grandmother doing is what I'm saying. Yes. Okay, that's what I wanted to say.
I think I'm answering your question properly.
Yes, you are.
Okay. So let me see. So first let me take this one off completely. And after this, guys, I'm going to go pick my son up. So I will see you guys tomorrow because I got to be up early. But let me play this for you. Wait, is this about? Just not. Okay, I'm done with royalty. This one right here. Here's one of the videos. Can you guys see my screen?
No, not yet.
Okay, share. I'm going to go off camera because I'm going to be eating, but I'm still going to share stuff with you guys.
Go ahead.
So, sharing my screen.
Yep.
And here goes the video. Can you guys see it?
Yeah, make sure you take the echo off.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Good night. Fun to be.
I've been fortunate enough to have been on several programs, and because of that,
The things that I'm about to tell you are extremely graphic, and that is why the court granted immediate custody to Family Protective Services, because they felt the children were in danger. Now, 2 of the kids are 3 years old. The other is 5. CPS caseworkers described the night the 19-month-old was found dead inside an oven. Judge Glenn Devlin seemed shocked as he heard how the mother and boyfriend had left Jazara and her 3 siblings alone. The county attorney's office confirms the boyfriend told authorities that when they came home, they found the oven knocked over, and when the man lifted it, the 19-month-old tumbled out. Now, there are conflicting reports, but officers at the scene told us the mom claimed she was at work. Caseworkers spoke with the children. The 5-year-old says he or she was sleeping when this happened. The 3-year-old allegedly said he or she was responsible.
But they've also sort of wavered on those statements, so we're not sure what exactly happened, and we're still going to be working with the children. Part of that's going to be the counseling to see if we can help them dealing with those memories and what happened.
Well, the DA's office has not filed any charges against the mother. It's all still under investigation. And just moments ago, the children's attorney confirmed that the mother does have history with CPS, specifically an incident in 2012 involving domestic violence. Though those parents in court documents also admitted to leaving, at least the mother did, leaving the children alone several times. The next court hearing is December 2nd, and that is when Family Protective Services hope to take permanent custody of the children.
Wait, how old were the kids that did this? Naomi.
Hello, what'd you say?
How old were the kids that did this again? Because I didn't hear that part clearly.
I believe they said, hold on, that's the picture. Let me see. I believe they were saying like the kids are like super young. Hold on. I don't want to say it wrong. Here, let's just hear this news clip.
I heard 5 years old for sure. Okay, go ahead.
These were some kiddos. I don't like it that my voice, I have to like stop it because then I can't say nothing when I'm trying to, but I'm going to try to let you guys hear this one.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about it. Because I just think, why would you leave such young kids by themselves? It sounds just, it doesn't, I don't even want to get into it.
I feel like people need to stop having children if they can't take care of them.
Can you see my screen?
Echo. Yes. Okay. Wait, what did it say about pizza? It's muted.
I hate this when it does that. Hold on, guys.
Year-old siblings when police say she's Jazara Thompson, just 19 months old and home alone, as you said, with just her 4- and 5-year-old siblings when police say she died in an accident.
This is unexplainable. Oh, no words.
The child's relatives and police still have lots of questions about how the toddler ended up dead inside this apartment overnight.
Stories going around, so we don't know exactly what happened.
Police say at some point 3 children ages 5, 4, and 19 months were left home alone at the Angel Ridge Apartments in Northeast Houston.
Four and 5-year-olds watching a 19-month-old?
4, 5, and a 19-month-old left home by themselves.
What the hell is the mom thinking? The mother.
That makes no sense.
Oh my gosh. I could have sworn it said something about pizza up there. What the heck were they talking about? Why did it say something pizza about there at the top?
Okay, let's go through it. Because this don't make no sense. Okay, look. Toddler was burned to death in an oven by her older siblings as her mother went out for pizza. So you can pack your kids up. Even if, okay, I don't want to put them all in the seat, whatever. I think that would be safer than just leaving them at home by themselves. But she went out to get pizza. A baby was baked to death in an oven by her toddler brother and sister after they were left alone at home. The twin 3-year-olds watched. Wait a minute, the twin. So how many kids were there?
Sound like three.
It said 3 4-years-old and a 19-month-old, but now I see twin here.
It sounded like she had 3 kids over there. So it would be the twins, the 4 and the 5, the 3 and 4-year-old or 5-year-old. I think 5 and 4-year-old, right?
I don't know. Let's keep reading because that don't make sense. The twin 3-year-olds watched as 9-month-old Jazaria Thompson kicked the oven door after they made it hot. Court documents claim. Look. Now look. This is what I just can't deal with. Just to imagine a child knowing 19 months, you're knowing that whatever's happening is not right. It hurts. It burns. And you just leave your kids there.
Is she 19 months or 9 months? Because I keep hearing 19 and then I hear 9.
19 months old Zazaria Thompson. Oh, you can't see my screen?
No.
Okay.
But like, okay, so the mom went to go get pizza and left babies with a baby.
Correct.
That's what I'm getting. Okay,
so,
she's in
guys,
trouble.
I need you guys to hop up in on this conversation because this one is a bit crazy to me.
Yeah, she definitely needs to go to jail. She needs to pay for this. She needs to pay.
For sure. Let me see. Let me pop it up for you because.
Did you leave your kids hungry? That's another thing.
Girl.
Because why would they? It's like, okay, mommy put something in the oven to cook. When she cooks, she puts stuff in the oven. How about we try and put the baby in the oven?
And cook the baby. So
it's a possibility.
So I'm it shouldn't be an echo. Let me just go ahead and share this because this is what I'm reading from. Look at the baby, guys. Oh, chunk. Oh, this is the mom and the dad over there.
So where was the dad at the time? And
that's echoing. What I think we're about to get to. Let's see this. We were right here. So you see that says 19 months old, right?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So the twin 3-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm confused because they said it was a 5 and a 4-year-old was there watching the 19-month-old. So were there twins that are 3, then the 5 and the 4, and then the 19?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this part kills me.
Go ahead.
They watched as the 19-month-old Jazaria Thompson kicked the oven door after they made it hot. Rachel Thompson and her boyfriend had gone to fetch a takeaway pizza. So why couldn't boyfriend stay back with the kids?
That's what I'm trying to see. Are they in the same household?
It says Mom Thompson and her boyfriend had gone out to fetch takeaway pizza and prescription. Now, this is what this would lead me to believe. They weren't going to go get your normal CVS Walgreens prescription. And that's why they didn't want to take the kids. Because at the end of the day, and I know this is bad, but you can cram all those kids in your back seat to go fetch pizza if it's that serious. Take that ticket rather than taking a death.
Yes. Duke. That's exactly what it's saying.
So, I can't see the comments over there. Let me see.
Duke said they left the small kids home and went to get pizza. What the F? This don't make no sense.
Okay. I don't get it. Did somebody pop up?
Not that I see.
Backstage, I heard a noise. I don't know. All right. So let's get back to this because this just don't make no sense to me. Okay, so where were we at? Okay, prescription, leaving 4 kids under the age of 5 in a flat without telling grandmother who lived in the same block. So you're telling me that you couldn't just say, Mom, can you watch the kids real quick? Or, honey, can you watch the kids real quick? Meanwhile, I go get them some pizza and pick up either my prescription or his prescription. And then how far was this pizza and prescription pharmacy place where they had enough time to do all of this?
Girl, they over there doing something that's not a prescription.
Do you see what I'm saying? It's just, no. And the grandmother, she lives on the same block. It only takes one person to go get pizza. Yes, Martha. So they never heard of pizza delivery, or one parent stays home and the other one go out and get the pizza? Right, Shay?
Or put them in the car? In the back seat.
Something. Okay. They returned to find little Jazaria with several burns and called the paramedics to their home in none other than Houston, Texas.
Wow.
But it was too late to save her. Detective Rhonda Pemberton said upon arrival of the paramedics, they found a deceased 1-year-old. Look at this face, guys. Why is this thing harassing me? Get off of here. Ugh.
She's adorable.
Just adorable. Killed. Her mother was said to have gone out for pizza, leaving her children alone. What was reported was that they had left to get pizza. The children were left at home for an extended amount of time, and that's when obviously the child somehow managed to be inside of the oven. No charges have been found, although the CPS said in a court filing that criminal charges were expected. What? So from that, they don't charge her, not even for neglect. I mean, what's the legal age for you to leave a kid at home? And this is from Mira in the UK. So I don't know if it's different over in the UK, but what is the legal age in the UK? If anybody out there knows, what is the legal age to leave a child home alone? And if you could look that up real quick.
I'm looking it up right now.
That would be great because this is crazy. When did this happen? This was in what, 2015? Was this one 2000? Yes, 2015.
12. It says it's echoing on my end.
Uh-oh, let me see what I gotta do. Let me unmute that one because it doesn't need to be heard. Okay.
Okay, so this is what it says. National Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children says children under 12 are rarely mature enough to be left alone for a long period of time. Children under 16 should not be left alone overnight. So basically, you got to be 12 years old, over 12 years old but you're not caring for other kids. You're actually alone on your own because you cannot take care of another child.
And that's what, 12?
12 years old, over 12. Over 12, okay. You can take care of yourself alone. But under 12, if you're 12 and under, you cannot. And then 16-year-olds cannot stay alone overnight. So like they can be left alone for a while, but not overnight.
Okay, so that would lead us to believe that the 12-year-old can't be overnight either. Okay, so what about a 16-year-old with another child? Or is it different in the UK of the age?
Hold on, let me see here.
Because you know what? People just don't have minds nowadays, and I don't get it. We're going to continue to read from there, but I want to take a look at something. So I'm going to stop sharing because I want to take a look at something really quickly because I want to know something about the Child Protective Services situation. And let me see here. Because I mean, this is not the only case of this. This is often that people think that this crap is okay. Not saying they wanted their child to, any of their kids, this to happen, but what do you think kids do when their parents are not there?
Getting into everything?
Exactly. Any and everything they can get into. Because I'll catch my son, I'll catch him from around the corner seeing what he's doing. He see me, he's straight up, don't change it now. Continue to do what you were doing. Because what, you were doing it before, don't change now that I'm here. He'll be like, I know, I was wrong. Yeah, I just don't, I like my son to know when he's wrong, know when he's right. That way, you know, he can make better decisions later on. And those parents that just go around beating their kid for everything, all you're doing is making your child timid, number one. And say something serious happens, they won't even tell you because they'll be afraid of you.
Yep.
And that's not what you want. You don't want your child to be afraid of you.
Exactly. That's like when you hit a dog and they become what they call hand shy. As soon as you hit a dog, they start flinching, and that's when they become dangerous to their own owners.
Wait, what?
Did you know that?
Nah. So why would you hit the dog?
They got people who abuse dogs, like dogs, animals. They just abuse animals. And like with dogs, they call that hand shy. So if you go and hit your dog will always remember that you put your hands at them. So when you try to like go to pet them, they will jump. That's how you know when a dog is hand shy. And when they become hand shy, they become dangerous. And a lot of people do that to pit bulls. That's why a lot of people have problems with pit bulls, because they hit pit bulls. They treat them like fight dogs.
Okay,
So
see,
they
that's
hit
not
them.
cool.
So that's like what I'm saying is the same thing. Like with the, you don't leave, first of all, you don't leave your kids at that certain age and then just say, oh, you could go while I go get some pizzas and go get some medicine, and leave the little ones, especially because they're not even teenagers. These are babies watching babies.
Babies.
3-year-olds, 4-year-old, and a 5-year-old. And then you got a 19-month-old. None of them should have been watching each other. That mom should be going to jail. If I was the judge, she's going to jail.
Why couldn't one stay there? Like, to hear that there were two parents there?
She going to jail. She lucky I'm not the judge.
No, I'm not giving nobody, even a 12-year-old will know not to, you know, Mom, this isn't right. I'm by myself. I can't take care of your kid and take care of me, you know?
Exactly.
I found this article and it has our friend's name in it a lot. And I believe this has something to do with the baby, and I will bring him up in a second. You know who my friend is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our homeboy.
Yeah, you
This is
talking about?
Houston. This is Houston now. So, all right. Did you find it for the UK?
Yeah, that is the one I just told you for the UK.
Okay.
Yeah.
Duke says, "Wow, did they go get pizza, or they were at the pizzeria making the pizza? Complete negligence."
Exactly. That's what I was just gonna say. They went to go make a pizza or pick up a pizza.
And what pisses me off is that our homeboy that we just love to death, Quan LX, always seems to be helping these African American families that has done something so trash. And he just wants to be the spokesperson of it. So I'm going to continue to read this while you find that. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to read what Mr. Quanell,
Yeah.
God, y'all know I love him, right? That's my homie. I love him because he's so nonsense.
She's legal age in Texas is 12 years old. This is what Shay said. To be alone only. See, you can't take care of another child at 12. You could be alone in your home, but you cannot be left alone with brothers and sisters or younger brothers and sisters. They could be older, but they can't be younger. And then back in 2016, she was 8 months pregnant, again going to court.
Who? Raquel?
Yeah, who? The same person that just left her children?
Don't tell me Raquel. They talking about Raquel?
I don't know. Shay, you talking about Raquel?
Because you know what? She's that. It says cops, toddler burned to death.
Yes. She said yes.
Oh, it's about Raquel.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Raquel. Wow.
You don't take care of the ones you have already. What you doing with another one? Close your damn legs.
Exactly. Close him up and you won't have this issue. So, okay, let me pause this video so I can read what I was going to read because I don't want it to be loud.
Okay.
When it does come up, let me mute it and then stop it at the proper spot because that's what I got one of my little strikey things for because of some commercial.
Oh.
And it only showed me those two spots from the commercial, so. And it was like at the very end, so I just was like, take it completely out. We'll figure it out later.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting for this ad so I could just pause it where we need to stop. Okay, I'm gonna pause it there. We're gonna talk about that in a second, but I was here reading. Did I need anything from here? I believe we're done on this page. Were we done on this page before I click y'all in? Thank you guys for being so patient. I love y'all. I really do. I really love y'all. You guys are bomb. So I'm gonna put that at the end so that way because after this is what? Okay, that's the quality. That's our homeboy. And okay. So here we go. Let me go ahead and share. Just wanted to have it in order. I'm actually gonna come on screen. Hopefully I don't have food in my teeth. And if I do,
I'll let you know.
Don't judge a girl. Don't judge a girl. All right. So let's see. Screen on. Let me share my screen. I'm telling y'all, I barely eat and get no sleep. My mother even be like, dude, you need to stop. Like when I get into something, I'm on it. I do need to stop. But all right, so let's finish this. So according to the court records, because we already heard about the CPS, according to the court records, the 2 3-year-olds, see, that's what I don't get. So there were twin 3-year-olds, a 4-year-old, and a 5-year-old, and then the 19-month-old.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're getting out of this too?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So when she arrived home, Thompson, we're talking about Raquel Thompson, who was 7 months pregnant with her current boyfriend. You know what? Can y'all let this marinate in? Because if our calculations are correct, she has a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, twin 3-year-olds, and then the 19-month-old. Then she goes out for takeout pizza with the boyfriend that she's pregnant with now and to get prescription but couldn't take the other kids. Why is that?
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I'm saying.
That don't make no
the
sense.
other kids are not, he's not the father of them. So that leads me to think, how many baby daddies do you have? Possible, okay, the one in your stomach, the twins, that's another dad. That's 2. The 4-year-old and the 5-year-old. So there's a possible 4 dads in this situation. Now, I don't know how many there really were, but is one of the lives more better than the other? Or what? Because he could have went and got the pizza while she stayed with her kids.
Mm-hmm.
Or were all the kids hers, or was some his? That's what I don't know. And I'm just like, girl, you could have left your pregnant behind at home. Send the man of the house out to grab the pizza, to grab the medication. And none of this would have happened. So, I just be trying to give these people the benefit of the doubt. And sometimes I just really feel that I can't. So,
Definitely not this one.
This is just crazy. Let me read that again. When she arrived home, Thompson, we're talking about Raquel here, who is 7 months pregnant with the current boyfriend's child, tried to revive her baby with CPS, but she had already died from severe burns. Let me see. Marta says, beautiful angel. Shay says, this case is definitely unexcusable. Martha says, when did this happen? This was in 2015. The legal age, yes, 12, to be left alone. Back in 2016, she was 8 months pregnant again. Shay, stop telling me these stories. Again going to court. She was pregnant. You know what? This is why I be saying CPS will focus on things that aren't necessarily something you need to focus on. But when it's things like this, where are you at, CPS? She's just popping these out, having these kids.
Just like somebody else we know.
Shay said, oh, my best friend. Yeah, got one on the way. Allegedly. Supposedly. 5, 4, 3, 3, 9 months.
19 months.
Oh, 19 months, sorry. Pregnant, all toddlers. Do you know how many diapers is running through there? Formulas running through there? Clothes, she could hand me them down depending on their, sex.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're pregnant with another one? Shay, please tell me that you're only saying she has the 5, 4, the 3-year-old twins, the 19-month that passed, and we're not talking about another kid. Or are we talking about 6 kids here? Because this makes no sense to me. Hold on a second, because I gotta go get my little man in a minute. So give me a quick second. Do you want me to drop the... Okay, that was the wrong text. Hold on. Sorry, guys. This kids come first, y'all. Hold on.
Of course. Shay said pregnant with the 6th, 2016. Don't she sound like somebody else we know? They can't keep their legs closed.
Who's Shadia?
Yeah.
Shadia.
Mm-hmm.
Lemuel. Them is all girls that love their legs just cocked open for no reason. They just leave their legs open. Just whoever wants to come for a swim, let's go. I'm down.
Mm-hmm. Cannonball jump in.
I mean, dude,
It's ridiculous.
It's not that serious. And I don't want to say it, but you know, DICKs come and go. You don't gotta be ratchet like that. Pick you one, stick with that one. If it doesn't work out, you did a bit of your, your search a little bit wrong. So I don't need you to have a kid by everyone that,
Period.
Everybody that comes in your life, you don't got to spit a kid out. That's just disgusting. Anyways, so Shay, I can't believe you just told me she's on 6. She's probably on more now because that was 2016. So let me know. Okay, so the CPS, but she had already died from the severe burns. Authorities said no suitable relatives were found after the tragedy took place. After the tragedy, to look after the children, and they have since been placed in foster care. So I guess they did charge this woman with something.
Yeah, she said they were both charged with 4 counts of endangerment, a child only.
So there was no place for these kids to go. What happened to grandma down the street or on the block? They can go down there while she was being questioned or what? Anyway, the court found that there was an immediate danger to those 3 children. See, that's what I don't understand. 3 children? Because the 19-month-old was deceased. And then they say there's a 4 and a 5-year-old. But then when does the 3 twins come in? The 3-year-old twins come in. If they're saying the court found that there was an immediate danger to those 3 children and granted us emergency custody, said the county attorney, Amy Strickland. 2 of the children in the apartment at the time belonged to Frederick Price. He's a former boyfriend. Okay, so probably those 2 twins, either the 2 twins or the 5 and the 4-year-old was the Frederick Price's children, and that's why they probably were able to go with him. He is the former boyfriend of Thompson and was unaware the children were left alone. So, okay, that makes sense now. So, okay. So, obviously, one of the parents was like, yo, I could take mine, but couldn't take all of them. There we go. He said, it is very irresponsible. Someone should have been there, or I should have gotten a phone call. Come and get my children. Price said he was unsure if Jazaria's was his. What is her name? Raquel. Girl, what you mean? He didn't know, he wasn't sure if the kids were his. So I'm assuming the 4 and the 5-year-olds are 2 different dads, 3-year-olds because it sounds the closest, and then the baby is the Jazaria. So he probably thought the twins and the Jazaria were all his. And then she's pregnant with this new man. I haven't heard from my children in months, added Price. I've been trying to contact Raquel. She was a cute little baby. I just didn't know if that was my daughter or not. Messy. Jazaria's grandmother, Gina Dennis, said she was a sweet baby This is unexplainable. I have no words. Now, let me see if this has anything to do with it, because sometimes I'll put a video and it hasn't. Wait, what? No, this ain't got nothing to do with this. What's going on here? This ain't got nothing to do with that, right? Who is this? This is what I'm talking about. They be throwing up nonsense to take away from the story because that don't look like it has anything to do with it. Well, that was the ending on that. So, back to you guys. So, this is the video I'm going to play, and I'm going to end it here. But I was going to tell you guys about, let me delete this, about the girl that put her baby in the in the microwave. I'm sorry, in the microwave. I don't get it, but so here's our Quanell X guy. He got involved in this case, but let me show you this video first.
He's always in somebody's business.
And I feel like he's always for like the randomest side. He makes no sense.
He only does it for clout.
I think that. I think that he only like like if I came to him today and was like, my Snicker bar is missing, like, I know this people, he would be like, whatever. If it's not mainstream or something where he could get like a quick,
literally
whatever from, because remember,
he gets in the camera.
Very much
he gets in the camera.
He was taking, oh, I need this thousands. Oh, well, you didn't give me that, so I didn't do this. Like, oh gosh, let's listen to this, and then I'm gonna have to go wrap this up. For the last time, go over the rules for this because I still get messages that they don't understand what's going on. But I need you guys to go follow my second page. Let's listen to this real quick.
They're not in a good situation, so I need to do what I have to do as a father.
Hold on. First of all, I need to do this because I ended up. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. What's the audio looking like? Where's the audio bar? Hold on, let me see something. Okay, I'm gonna put mine down so you guys.
Take care of my kids.
A father is upset after he says his ex-girlfriend was irresponsible with his children. Investigators say his kids were left alone in the apartment when their younger sister was burned to death. It is an interview you'll only see here on Eyewitness News. And good evening, friends. I'm Dave Ward.
And I'm Gina Gaston. Eyewitness News reporter Maya Shea is live with more from the man who's now trying to get custody of his children. Maya?
Yeah, that father heartbroken tonight over what happened in an apartment that he did not even know about. All of this coming out in details we obtained through court documents and investigations by the Child Protective Services. And that father told us exclusively he wants his kids back. Frederick Price came to this apartment complex looking for his two kids, both just 3 years old. He had no idea they were among the children left home alone in Unit 115, where a 19-month-old died.
I need to know where they are. I haven't heard from my children in some months. I've been trying to contact Raquel.
Price is the ex-boyfriend of Raquel Thompson. Police believe she left her 4 kids, all under 5 years old, home alone Monday night. That's when little Jaizera, seen on Thompson's Facebook page, ended up in the oven, burned to death. She died without ever knowing a father.
She was, a cute little baby. Just didn't know if that was my daughter or not.
Court records obtained by Eyewitness News show Thompson told officials she often left the kids home alone to drive her boyfriend to work. Monday night, Thompson and her boyfriend left to go get Domino's and stopped at Walgreens, all without telling nearby grandparents.
It's very irresponsible. Someone should have been here, or, I should have gotten a phone call to come and get my children.
Court records also show Price's two kids, just 3 years old, told investigators that one of them put the baby in the oven and the other turned it on. Records also show Thompson tried to CPR.
Muted.
Better at this. I really do. I apologize. So this is what I'm saying. This sounds like something, parents put together, because what kids are going to be like, well, Jacob put the baby in there and then I turned it on and then Sam held it. No, they would just be like, we put the baby in there and turned it on. I don't think they would try to designate everybody's part in it. They all did it together, and I don't think they have that
Capacity to think like that.
Capacity to think that far into it to where they would have to know. Make sure I limit myself from this. Do you know? So right here says 5, 4, 3, 3, 9 months. Yes, all toddlers, diapers galore. Pregnant with yes. That makes sense. That's 6. Both charged with 4 counts of endangering child only. No. Maybe he could have got that. Okay. But these children came out of her womb. I would have even done, if I was a judge, like something like, okay, she would have to be in jail till she gives birth. I'd probably let her out for, and I know this sounds crazy, a year under watch. Like literally watch. Ankle monitor, everything. You can't leave the house. You have to be living with somebody that could go and do the ins and outs with you, so your child can get that first year of nourishment from your body. Then I need you to go sit your behind down
and close your legs.
That's a baby. And then you didn't only put that baby in harm's way and they died, but you put the other ones in harm's way. They could have did something to where the gas, boom, could have blown up the whole house, could have blew up everybody in that complex that they were in. Negligence. You got to pay some way. Or I would do what I said. Don't do the 20. Maybe do 5. Check up and see. Do I think she's okay with this? Then add on another 5. Do a checkup. But I think just the endangerment is not enough. Just pitiful. So Jazaria died without ever knowing who her father was. Yes. This woman didn't even know. He's like, is this my kid? Is she not? She's beautiful, but I just get so passionate about this.
They could still do a DNA test at the time.
But what she's saying is that little girl passed without even knowing. Yes, he may know she's mine or not mine now.
Right.
But that baby will never know. Because her mom sits around with her legs open with an invitation sign saying, enter here. She doesn't know. I wonder if the mom even knew. You know what? Let's go on ahead and continue that, because she's making me mad and I gotta go pick up my kiddo. Was it right there? It was right here, huh? All right, let's make it big. Look at her. Trying to be too cute for the camera.
Baby in the oven, and the other turned it on. Records also show Thompson tried to CPR when she got home.
I always forget
just 3 years old.
Let me go hold mine. I don't know why it does that though, because it should be coming off the same speaker, but I don't know. Should I play it for me or not? That's what I don't get. Let me try this and tell me if you can hear me. Or hear it and me. Okay.
Told investigators
Can
that
you
one
hear
of
it?
them put the baby in the oven.
Yeah,
And the
you
other
good.
turned it on. Records also show Thompson trying to CPR when she got home. Was too late. With 3 other children in foster care, Price just wants to find his children, and soon.
I have to go and get them. It's no. I have to go and get them.
We don't know yet if Price will be able to have access to his children. We should also note that those court records show that Thompson told investigators she never had a driver's license, but would often drive her children, and they would not be in car seats. Meanwhile, there have been no charges filed either against the mother nor the boyfriend.
Wait a minute.
But
Hold on, real quick,
CPS officials write in those court documents.
Didn't I even say it would have been better for her to have taken all those children? And I know you would have got a ticket, maybe even, endangering, whatever, but your kids would be alive.
Right.
So why this night take that route? Is it because you weren't going to get something from CVS, something from Walgreens, something from a pharmacy? You were going to get something else.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't want all the kids in the car. Because at 5 and 4 years old, you can say, hey, we went to this person's house, or we you know what I'm saying? So let's go, because this is almost over.
CPS officials write in those court documents that they are expecting criminal charges soon. We are live at CPS. Maya Shea, 13 Eyewitness News.
All right, so that's where that ends. And then we know that Quanell X decides to go in and
put his nose in everything.
Well, we're not even going to get on the lady with the... I mean, it's 1 minute. But let me read this to you really quickly. Because this is from my homie Quanell is in here. So it says, Houston, a woman who was charged after her baby was burned to death in an oven is speaking out exclusively to Fox. Let me write this down. Fox 26 News. Okay. Myself and community activist Quanell X visited with Raquel Thompson. Okay. So the news station, along with Mr. X, goes and talks to Raquel, who is in custody at the Harris County Jail. The crime that she is charged with is so heinous that even other inmates are angry. Now, I want to know, and maybe somebody in the chat could tell me this. I think Shay, isn't Shay in Houston?
Yep.
Okay. Could she tell me if, like, why is it that Quanell X can just go into these jails like that? Or is it that he's really just going in the visitor section and talking to them? Or is he actually getting like the same room attorneys get? Like, what are his qualifications?
No, he's an activist. He doesn't get that same exact thing as an attorney, but he is able to get in there and talk to people if they allow it.
So what? I probably need to look this up for myself real quick. So what?
These parents allow him to get in there because he's an activist for everybody who does something wrong. To me, that's what he is.
So what? So what does it take for you to be an activist? Like, what? I'm trying to think of how I'm trying to word it. So what?
How are you considered an activist?
Yeah. What considers you to be an activist?
Right.
What?
She needed a Yukon or a van for all the children along with the car seats. Yes. But she too worried about that damn pizza instead of getting her kids and putting them in the car and taking them with her, or staying home and have them deliver it. Probably not even that far from her.
I know I'm typing all crazy because I'm trying to type it all again. Okay, we're considered to be an activist.
And
I mean, can I be an activist? Can I just be like, I'm a self-proclaimed activist?
Yeah.
What counts? That's the word I wanted to use. What counts as being?
I don't know if you get certified for it or not. I think that if you do it enough, then people see you out there and they choose you to activate for be an activist for their
Okay,
case.
listen. I'm about to
just
say it.
like Brittany.
Hold on, listen.
Malia
What
Davis.
counts as being an activist? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. What counts as being an activist? Wait. No, that says active. Hold on. Activist. I was reading you guys something all wrong.
You can say, how do you become an activist?
Check me out here. Which one do I want to look at? Let's look at. Wait, a news is saying it. Let me see what they say first, and then I'm gonna read. So this is what? NBC News. Do they tell us about it or what? Okay. So this is NBC News. I'm literally trying not to get no more in troubles. So I'm trying to like put everything in here. And that's why I made the second page. So if you guys have not already have done it, subscribe to this page. Naomi China D ×2, just in case anything happens over here, and my Instagram, because you don't know if your name is in the guide. So those are the things I'm looking for. Activist is not a circle. It's a lot of squiggly lines on a piece of canvas. Are they telling me what I want to hear? Okay, this sounds like it.
I got it.
Listening as an encore. You got something better, because this just seems like it's telling me a bunch of B. Well,
so this
it may
is
be
what
telling
it
me
says.
what I need.
Yeah. It
Go
says
ahead.
you have to educate yourself. You have to educate others, share your knowledge, practice the type of activism you support, protest. Yep, protest. Sign petitions, donate, vote, get involved with social politics. That's it.
All right, so I'm an activist.
Yep. Then it says,
I don't know
how to become a human rights activist. It's to commit to small actions, get educated on issues, join a local group, get involved in political process. Students look for classes and degrees in relevant fields, get experience, be flexible and willing to go anywhere anyone needs you. So anybody could be an activist. There's no certification.
I'm literally going to go get cards that says Naomi China D, activist, content creator. Like, what else? Skincare professional. What else?
Multitasker.
I mean, come on, man. And then this guy walks around with this tight suits on. You can't even say it looks like he can't breathe. It's so tied up that, I'm going to stop being mean. So I'm going to
looks like he's like this.
I just figure I just need to watch like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something, because he just looks like, stop. Okay, we're not going to do that. I like you, Quan, now. I love you. I'm just saying I don't like some of the things you stand for. But let's listen.
Developments in the case of a toddler who burned to death after being inside of an oven. The child's mother faced a judge for the first time just 24 hours after her boyfriend appeared in court. Channel 2's Kathy Hernandez was inside of the courtroom. Now, Kathy, what happened this morning in court?
Well, the case against Raquel Thompson will go to a grand jury in the next 90 days. Wearing an orange jumpsuit and 8 months pregnant, she appeared before a judge this morning. Thompson, along with her boyfriend, Cornell Malone, are charged with 4 counts of child endangerment. Those charges stem from the death of 19-month-old Jazira Thompson. Court documents say Thompson and Malone left Jazira and Thompson's 3 other children at home alone at the Angel Ridge Apartments on November 17th. Court documents say Jazira played inside the oven and it tipped over on top of her. She died.
Wait, what? What? Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me hear that again because I didn't think I heard what I heard. Did I hear what I just heard?
Yeah, you do.
She was playing inside of the oven and it tipped over. So
Sure.
she was playing inside of the oven and it tipped over.
Mm-hmm. And she
How
turned
did
it on herself.
Right. How did it turn on and off? Hold on. Wait a minute. Bro.
She died of severe burns. We talked to Thompson's brother after the hearing.
No, take me back because I don't get it.
Played inside the oven and it
Wait, no, take me back a little bit more.
On November 17th. Court documents say Jazira played inside the oven and it tipped over on top of her. She died of severe burns. We talked to Thompson's brother after the hearing.
Mm-hmm.
She's a good mother. Like I said,
she turned it on and she hopped in and said, "Let me see what I could do to myself."
Right.
Sure. Lies.
A 19-month-old.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, y'all. I keep saying this. Can y'all make it make sense for me to the point where I can be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like
They didn't want the children to be faulted for what they did, even though the mom is the one at fault for real, for leaving those little ones there by themselves with that child.
Very much so. Very much so, because I just don't get it. Let's continue. So Kevin Thompson she's Raquel. It's her brother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see.
This to happen. I've never heard of her leaving her kids at home by themselves. So it's heart-wrenching. I mean,
so she was trying to fly out to go get some drugs while she was pregnant?
Tortured, basically, or killed in such an awful manner.
She's done this multiple times. This ain't the first time.
This
ain't her first rodeo.
Or preventable injuries. To see a child placed in a situation where they were not properly supervised and suffer the way that this child did, it's terrible.
Prosecutors also say charges against Thompson and her boyfriend, Cornell Malone, could be upgraded. Again, the grand jury will face this case in the next 90 days. Reporting live in downtown Houston, Kathy Hernandez, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Kathy, thank you. Knew it.
Okay, so that was his last video. But, guys, I mean, what are your thoughts of this?
How can Covered California help your small business? Providing health coverage is
Get out of here. So, I mean, there's so many more I can play. I really was going to play the one where the mom, but I do think this mom had some problems because I don't know, how do you put a baby in a microwave? I just don't get it. So I'm announcing these tickets right now of who I'm putting in.
Good night, Dukes.
Dukes, you got a ticket going in for participation. For participation. Very good for today.
Participation.
I got Faith. I got Zena. I actually do it to my own discretion. People that rock with me. Fun to be blonde. I'm saying when they participate. I got Rhea Baby. And guys, as I'm saying your name, I need you to understand that you have to be subscribed to both of my YouTube channels and my IG. Once you do that, hit me an email. It's right there. I subscribe to both and your IG. That way I have a timestamp to be able to follow with your name. And if your name is not the same as your email, make sure you put what I know you by on the screen. Because I'll just be like, this is from, I don't know. This one is going to Martha. I swear I knew new glasses. I haven't had, everybody, my mom's like, how do you not have new glasses in over 10 years? You keep using the same ones. I was like, I didn't know your eyes changed. Don't that sound dumb for me to say? And let's see. Let me toss. There's a jar. Star. Okay. So going in there today. I already put the one first in there. Dukes has been rocking through it. So I got Josh Star. I got Zena, Tober, Dukes. like I already said, Shay Works by Faith, Fun to Be Blonde. Okay, Rhea and Martha. They're all going into here. So I'm going to wrap this on up. We may have a day, not tomorrow. Maybe Saturday we could probably catch up on some more of these, but I don't know. Maybe you wants to go into some of these because there's quite a few of these oven and microwave cases. So if you want to follow her name is just as it is there. Where's your name? Well, it's just as it is here. Right here, where it says U space KNEW exclamation point. You type that in, make sure if it doesn't pop up, you go into your filters, press channel, the first one that pops up. There's her email to talk to her about anything.
And this is what you'll see.
You'll see this little icon, okay? And then if you have not done it already, come on now. I don't know what I want to make our group be called. Some people just say pandas, but nah, I want us to have something legit. So keep coming with your ideals. Keep sending like your DMs to my IG. I get them faster. I get some to the email, but I check them like later. So keep sending it because this is not just my community. This is all of us working together. If you need me to look into certain case, like I said, email me the links so I can look into it, get to digging, get on my phone calling. And that's the reason why I also put my Cash App out there, because there's sites that where I can't get into certain parts of it because I have to have a membership and pay for this and pay for that. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I do what I can as a single mom, but to try to go as deep as I try to go sometimes, that kind of limits me. Also just trying to make it better all around so that I can actually go to these places, talk to these people. And I know it sounds scary and some of you guys are like, no, don't do it. But I don't know. After the whole thing with Amari and, a couple of other cases, some locally, my voice, I kind of enjoy it that way because I don't get what the news is telling me. I get to see what's going on, talk to the people around, get the information instead of what the news wants to feed us. So this is news information. Here goes all of my information. So in order to get into this drawing, the golden box, one of the grand prizes, I'm still little, y'all. We make it go up once I get a little bigger. Is $100. I don't know how many other things I'm going to add to it, but we'll go from there. You got a chance to win $100. I'm starting to collect different things. Well, really, gift cards. So it can either go to the giveaway or that. But you have to be, guys, subscribe to both channels and the IG. Thumbs this video up on your way out. If you haven't done it when you came in, saying hello, make sure you press your notification bells and go to my IG. Follow because you'll know when I'm doing something else. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time, I will be on here talking to Paul Castro about his son and the differences he wants to make in the communities. We're then going to learn about his hashtag, RAK, Random Acts for Kindness David. So we will be speaking with him. And when I seen that story, it touched me that this little boy lost his life, innocent boy, over what? Maybe a simple hand gesture. Maybe, oh my gosh, I actually turned a little too fast in front of you, but you shoot at me and then go running? No. So something needs to happen. And we will be speaking with him tomorrow. So that's what I'll be working on. I think everybody that, has been bearing with me today in this voice of mine, that's just hopefully I can rest it up for tomorrow. Either way it goes, I'll still be in the building at 11 a.m. Pacific time. I might be in there a little bit early, just getting things situated. But if you guys have any questions for him, make sure you DM me to my IG. If you haven't heard of this story, look up David Castro, road rage shooting. Paul Castro is the father. If you have any questions, get them to me to my DM on my IG, and I'll make sure I put that in my list of questions. As long as they're appropriate, I will. I'm going to take a look at these last few comments, and then I'm going to head out, y'all. Let's see. Z says, okay, I figured because your glucose numbers, they're different here than they are in the U.S. Mine was 162 tonight. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
She said good night.
What's glucose? What?
That's, your blood.
I know, but I don't know where that comes
like
in.
Diabetes.
Okay, I don't know. There's probably another conversation going on.
Yeah, she was just saying good night. Her level's gone. She needs to get
Oh. Shay's face says something is in the water or something. Yes. Cena says in May, my drop. You guys were having a conversation. So, okay, blood sugar and diabetes. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's going to be early in the morning for me, but I might get some Starbucks or something before so I could be up, alert. If you have any questions for him, at least tonight, go and watch some of the videos that are already out there. His name is Paul Castro. His son's name is David Castro. Okay. So, hey,
Tinky just came in. How you doing,
just
Tinky?
now leaving, my love. So,
yeah,
I love you. Check it out. Please go look up David Castro and Paul Castro. David is the son. Paul is the dad. And I'll be talking to him tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time. My voice is going. Gotta go get my son. I love all you guys. Hope to see you tomorrow. My mods, please hit me up on IG. Well, if you guys all have IG. I believe you knew Shay,
Jeanette,
News and Shenanigans, and Jeanette. If I don't get contacted by tomorrow, I'm just going to start numbering down because I need to get some things clear that I don't want to keep having to say over and over.
What you want us to do on the IG, though?
Huh?
What you want us to do on IG?
Just let me know that you heard this because
I'm right here.
I don't want to put, well, you're here, yes. But I'm saying the other ones, like, I want to either have a Zoom meeting or we can just do a conference call, whatever, because, I don't know, sometimes things are better left unsaid, and I want everybody in the chats and everywhere else to feel comfortable that they can say and do whatever they want while having, some guidelines in there. I don't want people to get discouraged if they can't say certain things or whatever. So, love y'all.
So I'm just going to put here for mod meeting.
Yes. So hit that like. See you guys out. Subscribe. Love you guys. Love all my mods. I'm going to be doing like a little video for everybody that has donated to the cause, to anything of this. That just support and love everybody in here. It's going to be a little clip it video. I'm going to be working on that. So from now, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to be up in the morning. And if I don't wake up by 9:30,
I'm up at 3:20.
Blow on my lineup because I know this is an early one for me tomorrow.
So what time? Okay, so it's 11 o'clock your time, right? So that's going to be 1 o'clock my time.
Okay.
And you want me to call you at what time? To make sure you're up and ready to roll?
Your time 10, right?
My time 10?
Yeah.
That would make 8 o'clock your time.
No. Your time 9.
My time 9? Yeah. That would make it 7 o'clock your time.
Wait.
You're going backwards. So 9 o'clock your time would be 11 o'clock my time.
So 12 o'clock your time.
12 o'clock my time, that would be 10 o'clock your time.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Just want to make
So
sure.
then, it'll be 10 o'clock my time.
Your 10 o'clock is my 12 o'clock.
So what is my 9:30 is your?
That's my 11:30.
So
I'm
hit
2
me
hours
up by
past
your
you.
and that type of thing because I have to.
And that
I want to have everything
between
already
11
set up.
and 11:30.
Yeah, so I don't have to
Okay.
like try to put everything together. And I just want to get you guys, questions out there and stuff like that. So
Got you.
So you can hit me up. I'm gonna sign out. I think the only person that doesn't have my actual number is Shay. So do you have Shay's number?
Yes, I do. You want me to
Shay,
send it
do
to
you
her?
have my actual line other than the YouTube? Because we could just do a group chat, really, or like we could do a Zoom, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So I don't even know how to go see where my mods are. Well, I'll check that out when I get off with you. This isn't everyone's
You want me to say your
business.
number? Send her your number.
Well, I know she has this number on here. So we're gonna wrap up. Everybody,
Right.
make sure you guys join. Let's help Paul out on his mission because I really believe in it. Random acts of kindness is a lovely way to go about something so tragic. So I will see you guys tomorrow.
Good night, guys.
Subscribe.
Good night,
Make sure you
Naomi.
sub to my other channel. Love you guys.
Hit that like. Good night.